Hey, Stacks. Hey, close that door right there real quick for me. Unless you finna be listening to music and shit? Close that door for me. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I'm good. Let me know when that champagne cold. All right. You ready? Right. 3, 2, 1. New roll up, new vibes. Kicking it with the coldest. CJ, Larry, how y'all boys doing? Y'all good?
Life is a journey, man, and I'm just on it. Everything's cool.
That's deep.
Ups and downs and all arounds, man. But it's all good. I'm happy to be here, man. Happy to sit down and shoot shit with y'all fellas this evening.
New year, new Larry. I like the way that sound. CJ, how you feeling, my guy?
All right, feeling pretty good, man. Not on the philosophical level that our brother over there is on, but yeah, man, definitely enjoying New Year so far. Ready to see what it got in store for me.
What's y'all New Year's like, dog?
Well, shit, for me, like I said, went down to Orlando to kick it with the bro-in-law. Just vibed out on New Year's Eve. Didn't go out or anything like that. Had to get up real early though to try to beat that traffic, man, because you know how I get on those holidays, especially this time of year. Traffic was crazy. Took some back roads, like try to avoid 10 and 75, man.
Yeah.
Dog, let's have a little quick discussion, bro.
You gotta be careful trying to avoid 75 out of 10, though. That shit all around a lot of
it is
skeptical shit.
It is. That's what I'm saying.
You be trying to fight your way back home. Never mind.
But now remember we was talking about that South Georgia shit and it's the same thing.
But listen, that shit happened to me one time, Larry. So one time I'm leaving a Gator game. I was with my son. We leave a Gator game. We on 75 heading back. And I was like, you know what?
That shit look real different.
Yeah, I said, let me get off this exit. And I was looking for a hotel. I was like, let me just get a hotel real quick, bro. I got off. No, I take that back. I ended up getting a hotel, but I got off because it was an accident, but it was like an alternate route that was taking me around it. While I got off of 75, that shit got dark and spooky quicker than the motherfucker. Why I U-turned back, but it was like an hour worth of accident wait, and it was already late, so we ended up getting a hotel and just crashing that night. But when you get off 75, boy, you can't just be lollygagging out here, Larry.
Yeah, I don't do it in the dark. I tell you that right now. In the brighter day, I like Waze will be like, get off here and go around. I'm like, all right. At nighttime, I'll be like, nah, we'll thug it. Don't worry about it. We'll stay right here in safety and numbers. You know what I mean? I can't be ducked off for some of these.
CJ live in Tallahassee. You got to be used to some.
See, I'm familiar with that type of shit. Like y'all boys living familiar with that. That shit is like second nature to me, right? So I'm familiar with all that type of stuff. But you're right though. Like if outside of 95, 75, 10 in the turnpike, that shit get real weird in Florida, especially when you're north of Ocala. Anything north of Ocala, that shit get real. It's totally different. It's two different.
Florida weird different than Georgia weird though, because like I don't ventured off Florida and I don't drove through.
That's when you got your real jorts, you got your mullets, you got the like real talk, man. Like the how can I put? You got the monster trucks, that type of stuff. That they got the mud everywhere, like real deal. What's that show? What was that show?
Swamp people.
They call them rednecks, CJ. They call
I'm about to say, sound like my coworkers.
Right.
But
all that swamp buggy shit you was saying, all that shit in Belgrade, boy.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's fine when I know them. It's just when I'm in unfamiliar, uncharted.
It ain't the trucks, dog. Like we're in the South, so we see trucks and all that shit everywhere. It's just some towns you drive through, bro. You see some shit like, this shit seems and feels a little racist.
Yeah.
Georgia shit, man. You just will ride and see cotton field after cotton field after cotton field. You like, this shit is.
And you've never seen a cotton field a day in your life until
y'all motherfucker got on cotton shirts. Where y'all think he come from?
Oh no,
it's real though. It's just the fact that this shit is real though. You feel me? Like you see all these damn cotton fields.
As long as y'all don't see no slaves, don't trip. Like, as long as you don't see.
I started to stop and ask one guy at the gas station if he was okay.
Nah, man. Yeah, as long as you don't see nobody over there, hemming and hawing with a little satchel over their shoulder. Everything's cool. Yeah, cotton still grows in Georgia, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, for sure.
Not too far
from those back roads.
I can drive probably 20 minutes and see some cotton. But I'm in Southeast Georgia, so.
But no, let's have a little conversation before I get into. We got started by damn New Year's like crazy. But
man, it's the roll up, man. What's up?
But like 75 though, dog. Like from this shit is crazy. Like from Ocala to the Turnpike, dog. It has to be like the worst traffic I've probably ever
Oh
seen.
yeah, that shit's crazy.
Shit is always congested. Always.
That's the reason I don't even go to games on Saturday. I always go a day before just
no.
because you can't, like, that shit's crazy on the Saturday of a game. That same stretch you talking about.
Yeah.
It don't be no accident or nothing, Larry.
No accident.
Backed up.
Right. You have no idea why it's backed up or why the traffic stopped because, you're on the highway. If there's no accident, what's the point? You should think it should be a steady flow, right?
Yeah.
Nah,
because when I lived in Pensacola, I get on 10.
Right.
Just to go, like when we went to Tallahassee, you just slide right
no,
over.
that's an easy drive. That's a straight shot.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, I just remembered I ain't have to.
But you got the Turnpike and 75, so that's why I think it gets real messy because a lot of people are trying to get to the Turnpike, trying to keep going south on 75, and it's just a real congested area in Ocala, man. You don't really think that because Ocala is not really populated, but it's just the traffic going in and out of it.
It's a lot of truck work in Ocala. I don't know what like the logistics of what's going on, but I do always see a lot of like a shitload of 18-wheelers, even when I stop at hotels and whatnot.
Yeah,
I could go the rest of my life without ever commuting through the South. I don't think I ever want to do a road trip through the South again in my entire life. I think I'm cool on that.
I'm cool on road trips. Yeah,
I like a nice road trip.
I like it if I ain't driving.
I got still 95. But that ain't a fun road trip just riding like a highway. But if you like trying to go west and you gotta go through these southern states, I don't think I want to do no shit like that. That's what I gathered from this weekend.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with the southern towns and the tourism part of it. Just give me where I gotta go.
Just give me where I gotta go.
I can't wait till we can teleport. I'll be the first motherfucker to sign up.
Right.
It's risky. Yeah, listen, I done live. I done live now.
You done took all the booster shots. You definitely ready to teleport.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Go ahead. Beam me up, Scotty. That shit will be lit when you on the other side already, though.
You just chilled New Year's, huh, Larry?
Yeah, just easy breezy, man. Solo dolo. That's kind of been my tradition for a little bit. So yeah.
Besides, you want to spread this weekend, huh?
I'm not a spreader, man. I told y'all that. I'm a recipient. Pause, man. I don't. I just happened to catch that thing. It is what it is.
That's
pause
what's up,
that too.
Man.
Yeah, pause that too. Quit calling me that, man. You put me in all sorts of pausable situations. I'm not a spreader. I'm not a catcher. I'm a victim. I'm a victim of a vicious virus.
After you spread and catch, you definitely a victim, fam.
Right.
Oh, I see a clip coming. Nah, you can be a volunteer.
That's the name of the coach. That's the name of the show, Spread and Catch.
Oh my God.
You can be a volunteer, so we ain't gonna say you necessarily a victim. You may want to be spreaded and thrown into.
Right.
But nah, yeah, just low key vibes, man. It's kind of like been my thing for a long time now. I just enjoy kind of the reflection of, born alone, die alone. Kind of get your thoughts together.
Right.
I dig the group. Don't get me wrong, but I was still sick at the time, so I didn't want to risk getting any of my friends sick. So I chilled at the house.
That's what's up. I fucks with it. Overall, I had a good ass time in Georgia, man. I was in Atlanta. Shout out to my man Cav, long time friend of the show, the homie up in Atlanta. Hung out with my brother, the fam. We didn't do a whole lot of running around because the Rona is crazy. We talked about them canceling the peace drop. So we didn't want to be out into the streets too much, man. But the weather, it was good to get a break from this South Florida weather. We didn't have a fucking 90-degree Christmas, so that was dope.
Right.
Man, New Year's Eve, bro, I was asleep by 9 o'clock.
Nah, you ain't make it at 12?
I ain't make it at all, bro. I ain't stand a fucking chance. I ain't stand a chance.
Folks took a nap on New Year's Eve, man.
Bro, I was running around like I wasn't even that tired. Dog. I was just washed as fuck, bro. Here's my plan. They started playing Monopoly, right? And I said I'm gonna take a little nap. The Georgia game was getting like a blowout, so I was like,
that shit was bad. Boy,
that shit was bad.
Fest.
We'll talk about that shit later. So I was like, let me lay on the couch while they argue over Monopoly and shit. And new Monopoly looked crazy.
Yeah, they added some new variants.
It's wild. So I went interested in that shit.
Have y'all seen new Uno?
No, they.
Man, the end of Jeffrey's story, man. My bad, but real quick.
Oh, you good? Go ahead.
Real quick. So we doing the same thing, playing games shit on New Year's Eve, man. You got a new
Oh, that's the shit, bro.
right. So who's playing fucking Uno? You know how Uno get that shit.
I
Get
love playing
competitive
family
as hell.
game. I'm a board
Right.
game motherfucker, Larry. I love
Right.
that shit.
Nah, that's my
bro.
thing. That's my thing.
But
We stay out game night.
this was after the kids though,
For
man.
sure.
This was like for shots and all that type of deal, right? So
Nice.
they got a card in there called Swap Hands.
Oh yeah, that's bullshit.
Swap hands.
Swap hands, like so.
We throwing that out immediately.
Right, so motherfuckers play
Get him out
Uno.
the deck.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like we I ain't playing with these new damn rules. I'm playing with the OG stuff. You feel me? So
Yeah.
so a motherfucker was down to Uno when they hit that person with the swap hands. Oh, that shit got real. It
Bitch,
got
we
real,
gonna get
real
hit.
quick.
We gonna get the hit right.
Right.
I'm not giving you my fucking one card, bro.
Yeah, all the fun of games kind of went out the window
Loser.
right then.
Some
And we had to
loser.
realize where we was at.
Some losers at the Uno Corporation came up with that rule.
I'm sick of this shit, man. Motherfucker always getting Uno. Hey, swap hands, swap
Swap
hands.
cards. Swap it, right.
Swap hands. What? If you don't put that bullshit back.
Man.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. Yeah, we taking that out the deck immediately. Ain't no
Right.
sense in that card being in there.
We was playing Sequence, and we took a break from Sequence. They went to Monopoly, so I was like, "Fuck that shit! I'm gonna lay down and take a little break." Monopoly get violent, and I ain't never wake back up from that nap, dog. I woke up at 3 a.m.
Damn.
No, I lied. At 12, I'm sorry, at 11:50, my wife woke me up on the couch and said, "Hey, your brother want to know if you want some Bel Air." I said, "Nah,
Right back down and
let me lie.
yeah.
Let me just
Don't
vibe."
wake me up for no damn drink. No, I don't want no damn Bel Air. I'm
Yeah,
asleep.
I needed that rest anyway, man. But and then next morning I was up at 3, like I said, and I drove back home. I didn't plan on driving at all, but I ended up driving back home, man. So great time, man. Happy New Year to the listeners, to y'all boys. You know, it's gonna be a great year.
Indeed.
Y'all ready to podcast a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Sure. Let's get it going.
Before we start, dog,
Huh?
you start running the ticker, Harlan. I noticed over the holidays and after like getting some shit that I ordered off of Amazon that Amazon reviews be fake, fam.
That shit be a
some
scam,
bobo.
huh?
Dog, they fucking out here just pump faking.
Yeah.
They're buying reviews, dog. I'm telling you, dog.
They buy reviews, right?
They're buying reviews, dog. I got about like 3 or 4 different gifts, or 3 or 4 different things I bought for myself in the last like 2 months. And then I seen somebody say that shit in one of the Amazon comments was like, "There's no way these reviews are real about the shit that I got."
God, shit.
I was like, "Yeah, they own something."
This is total bullshit.
Yeah, Bennett Auto. The roll-up is brought to you by the great folks at Bennett Auto. Bennett Auto is 15 miles north of the Jacksonville airport. They can do a complete deal over the phone. If you want a Chevy, Buick, GM, a Dodge, give them a call at 1-800-343-2730. Bighorn, Dodge, pre-owned vehicles, certified pre-owned vehicles. My man Anthony down there could take care of you from the beginning of the process to the end of the process. If you want to have that car delivered to your door, they can have that car delivered to your door. If you want to drive to Jacksonville, or if you're in the Jacksonville area, or if you're in South Georgia, North Georgia, you could pull up. It's the first exit when you get into Georgia. Again, it's 15 miles or 15 minutes north of the Jacksonville airport. Bennett Auto Group. That boys ready to hang out?
Yeah, you gotta get you some glasses, Jack.
No shit.
That's been wanting to read to my 30.
Well, I should just make the screen bigger. That's the smarter thing.
That'll help too. That'll help too. You getting to that age? You 40 now? Or you 30 now?
No, I've been wearing glasses. I just lost glasses about a year and a half ago, and then just like fuck it. I've been wearing glasses for like 8 years now.
Oof, man. I was the blindest kid on the planet, man. I was so blind. My eye doctor told me to go get surgery. I'm talking about people that sell glasses, the ones that make money off of it.
I'm too irresponsible for glasses, bro.
Yeah, I got the surgery at like 30, so yeah, it's been about 11 years. I still can see real good though.
Nice. You want to get your whiffs out the way first? What you gonna do?
I mean, we'll call them that. Yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna get my whiffs out the way. I would tell you who whiffing. Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Who whiffing, bro?
Nah, it's gonna come off in a
The street saying right now that Mike about to stuff Mario in the locker for the transfer.
Oh, we already did.
They got one guy, right? That's what the streets is trying to say. They got one guy at linebacker. Congratulations. We got all the everything else.
Who?
So who?
Kelly and
Skinner.
Kelly and Coleman.
Skinner don't count.
Kelly and Coleman.
Why he don't count? Y'all didn't want him?
Nobody impressed with Skinner, bro. I promise.
No.
Man.
Now that is not true. Now that's not true.
No, I'm okay.
That's the narrative now. You told us he disrespected.
Yeah. But can you show me some senior film on Skinner?
I mean, that could be the offense they running.
Oh, what's going on in the senior film? What the Creed saying about the senior film? It's trash?
It ain't none.
It ain't a lot, nah. Ain't a lot.
Quit?
No, it's just he didn't get the ball tossed to him a lot. He had a hate on his team.
Had a quarterback.
Yeah, a coincidence, right?
But no, seriously, man. I just don't. Aside from the measurables, I really just this season in the camp circle stuff like that, he really just didn't impress me. Like now, of course, when he was leaning towards FSU prior to the situation whatever situation happened on his official visit, I was all game for taking him, just because. But I had my doubts then, like, man, he ain't really like in the 7-on-7 circuit. You see Travis Hunter going crazy. You see,
I didn't see the splash for his ranking. Exactly. I never seen the splash, but
like
you saying Florida State? You saying Florida
State? I think
State
it was more because of the IM. I think the IMG move was a bad move.
I think that too, but even in the 7-on-7s, he wasn't really, during that time. I'm not really a fan of the 7-on-7. I'd rather these kids run track, but that's a different conversation. But even during that time, like Travis Hunter was making plays left and right. You see Kevin Coleman making.
I like
plays.
Skinner's upside. I ain't gonna like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the measurables is crazy.
The measurables is crazy. I like
right. That. So I would call that for us though. So I'm still going 3. And then what about when we get Kevin Coleman Saturday?
I said him, Kelly and Coleman. Those are the only 2 I really care about, so to speak, on that tip.
Okay. I don't feel like you're playing fair.
What
about the same?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely 3.
What about the same? Yeah, I think we're up. I mean, just doing the simple, man.
Now, didn't your coach try to have my offensive tackle push back his commitment, right? To hold off to February? He tried to do that, right?
Yeah, but it's all good. We saw the truth with him. You was scared as hell that night. You thought he was going to Jackson State. he went back and forth, and then went. I'll shake up the world.
After what happened that damn day, ain't no goddamn telling whatever, bro. He could have went any damn where, dog. Like,
it was a wild day.
It was a wild day for sure.
He was a hard pass for me once he said he's gonna shake up the world and went to Florida State. I was like, yeah, he ain't he clearly ain't the kind of kid I want on my campus. He ain't shaking up no damn world. But yeah, so essentially not a ton going on. I guess when you speak of the whiffs.
The money the fake money y'all been throwing around.
Man, ain't nothing fake about the money.
The boys got all that money to hire the same people Manny had. That's crazy to me.
So all the money went to the one guy.
There's nobody from Manny's staff there. There's nobody from Manny's staff officially
money on a new car and some big rims.
There's absolutely
down payment.
So you know you had them people have those Honda Civics or whatever that be on like 26s and shit. Yeah. Like y'all pay for the 26s with Mario, man. What a car though? What a car.
Acting like a nigga that ain't never had shit.
Right. All that's cute.
Right.
But we don't have anybody from Manny's staff except this. Well, T-Rob hasn't even been officially announced.
Yeah, so y'all should be scared a little bit.
I just don't believe in that. I think that's the average fan gets to panicking. But from listening around and doing a little research on Mario, he's kind of known for being very meticulous in this process, for taking his time. Ain't no more games getting played now except, national championship game. And we have been attached to some Georgia names as well. So I just think the fans, that's what we're going to do. We're going to panic. But then once
even like T-Rob's perspective, T-Rob is a must get on that staff right now.
I think it's done. It's just not been announced. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, I think he's one of those ones. Because even though you've heard about the D-line coach, Salave, or I think that's how you say that, he has not been announced either. I mean, to my understanding, he's out and he's offering on Miami's behalf. So
you think T-Rob's back and there's nobody else like looking at him, or he ain't looking at no other jobs right now?
I mean, unless you know something I don't know, I would. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting.
No, I don't know. I knew there was some interest if Jimbo had missed. Yeah. I know Jimbo was trying to get DJ Durkin, and also or Derek Mason. If he missed on those two, then he probably would turn like T-Rob and some co-DC type of
I heard some TAMU smoke. Didn't they get somebody though?
Yeah, no, they got Durkin.
They got Dirk. Okay. I couldn't remember who they got.
Jimbo let his nuts hang, dog. Yeah, he hooping.
I mean,
That's a killer on the trail. I know Jimbo a killer, but
see,
DJ Durkin, he was here at UF. He a killer on the trail.
He a real killer too.
that's
That's yeah.
allegedly.
Oh,
No, he got fired.
Yeah, he a real killer.
Okay, well, I don't get into my man's backstory.
The Maryland shit.
Hey,
He'll die for this shit, man. Real, he'll die for this shit.
I die about this shit.
Right.
So yeah, basically, like the staff.
I didn't mean that when I said that at first.
No.
I see what happened there, though, and
I just flowed with it.
The name sounds familiar to me, but I don't want to. It is what it is.
But no, he was there. And that's the reason he got fired in that situation. Now he probably would still been there.
Yeah, he would still be at Maryland. As a head coach, he a good coach.
Yeah, he'd have been solid there.
So we did bring on wide receiver / co-offensive coordinator Brian McClendon.
That's a weird move, in my opinion.
It possibly, right? It looks weird to you, and it looks weird to other people, but I think that means the OC's probably already in place. And it just hasn't been announced.
You think it's a big name?
What's a big name? You know what I mean? Like, not even trying to be just
Who have you been hearing, though?
The only one that we heard continuously hooked to it was Browse. Then I'm hearing a little smoke that's not going to happen, but I haven't seen that confirmed anywhere
Dorsey?
either. Dorsey's another name that's been brought up.
Why would I don't know, because Arkansas just had a pretty damn good year.
Mm-hmm.
We know they could pay. I mean, I guess y'all could pay too.
I had this exact conversation actually earlier with Drew. I said, at this point, you got to remember, we're just not playing big boy ball, right? So now you're looking at 100,000 here, 100,000 there. So now a guy's really making more of a life decision about lifestyle. Like, okay, I'm here, I'm in Arkansas, maybe he's got wife or kids, I'm not sure exactly how that situation's going. And maybe they just enjoying living out that way. Miami ain't going to give them much more than that, and it costs more to live in Florida. So it could be, you know what I mean? Yeah. Now we're
dog. So y'all need to get in the sticks like us.
It can help some. Yeah, I mean, honestly, to get competitive now.
Palm trees ain't paying off.
We well, I mean, it depends how rich you need to be. It depends on how rich you need to be.
Well, where you at in your life?
Yeah, we got like we were down there. We would be able to shake something. We moving a little different. We blowing bread out here, Larry. But back to you.
I think I don't know if I actually mentioned.
I told y'all when you was comparing the head coaching money. And I told you let's watch the whole staff, and we're gonna show y'all how to blow some bread.
Okay, well, congratulations on blowing bread. I've never been prouder to say I wasted money. We don't know. This is the thing.
One thing about this shit, dude. Whoever spend the most, win the most. Look at it.
Well, we're gonna spend it. You just don't know who we spend it with yet.
In college football, period. Like,
I agree.
Spending the most, been winning the most. So I'm excited that we spending money.
Because that's the other thing that's been a bit of a misconception. People don't understand it. There's also investment into analyst roles, which, Manny didn't have that. He had very minimal budget for that. That's being increased as well. That's why Chud's name got brought up in relation to staffing, and in the same breath, we'd be looking at DVD, DeMarcus Van Dyke.
Cause y'all whiffed on the original, which y'all kind of hope for. Y'all whiffed on y'all original guy that y'all wanted for the CB coach, correct? Because I was hearing that DVD could
Rod Chan.
Possibly, I was hearing that he could possibly be off the field or go to FIU, and be on field. Those are the two things I was hearing.
Right. Chance is, in principle, it still hasn't been signed yet either, so I'm not sure. But in principle, he has a deal with what school is that right now?
Colorado,
yeah. So it's in principle. Again, that could happen, and I think that would be one of the reasons where you got DVD a little bit up in limbo. What they are offering them right now, to my understanding, would be an analyst role, off-field analyst role, which would pay him more than what he's going to make being the cornerbacks coach at FIU.
Yeah.
So he just got to make a decision on if he wants to kind of sit back, maybe get in that room a little bit, study X and O's with some other guys that, probably been around the league a while, either in college or the NFL, and get that extra tutelage, or if he's anxious to get right back out there on the field. I expressed it before, and still kind of bat me on it. I think DVD's a good young get.
No doubt.
I'd love to keep him on field. And I think he's got the pedigree to do it. I think he can. I think he can get it in shape. Our passing game
If
was the
y'all don't
worst.
keep him on field, I don't think he'll be off the field like more than a year. I think
Nah,
like
it'll be
this be the
this
only
year.
off
He'll get
season.
plucked.
Right.
Yeah, he'll get plucked this off season.
Right. Yeah, I don't
next offseason.
imagine it'll be a long term play for him either way. Because he's too young. Most of the analysts usually are older guys that kind of been around the league. They're getting paid by somebody else.
Or they're young guys like those.
Super right.
We have 1 or 2 years like him, and
So yeah,
get
you're right. They
get
usually
plucked
fit in
somewhere.
one of those two categories. So
yeah, it's not a position. It's not a position that you can, I guess, count on long term unless you're in one of those positions. Or not even that, because you can be. We see older vets, who's still getting paid from the previous spot, take an analyst job, and then once that
2-3 years.
So it's not a position that's long term, anyways.
Yeah, we lost our defensive analyst. I mean, he got a DC job. So I mean, it's just the nature of that particular position. So yeah, he won't stay there long. So we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah, I was talking greasy at first when y'all was talking about Joe Brady. Y'all still got the Schumann hope out there. Y'all still think y'all can get Schumann. But y'all was talking Joe Brady. What's your feel on my man Dorsey, Ken Dorsey as OC? What's your vibe?
I'm with it. I think I mentioned it before because Brady was my home run hire. That's the guy I thought was kind of best suited. He just left the college game. I think he understood a lot of a lot of his concepts and everything. I shout out to 365 Canes Info. Boy Steve-O, he actually did 26 degrees with us. He did a film breakdown on Joe. So like he does a really great job at that stuff. So I'll watch it. And I think people talk about the talent he had, and that's true, of course. I mean, obviously, but I mean, in college football, it's going to always be the marriage between the Jimmies and the Joes and the X's and O's. Will the Jimmies and the Joes matter more? Absolutely. But I just liked a lot of the concepts that he's drawing up for him. So after that, I mean, the reason I like I'm okay or I'm cool with Dorsey is all my understanding is next year he's probably going to be a NFL OC. So if he's good enough for the NFL, he's good enough for me. Other than that, man, like I was, I ran it. I kind of did a little brainstorming earlier. We were doing some prep for 26 degrees. I don't know how many sexy names are out there. A lot of these names are kind of made through what they do. It's not a ton of guys that I'm just like, wow, really would love to have them as an addition. So we've heard several names that have been tossed out there, and yeah, I mean, you hear drawback on, they won't be showing up. So, we're going to see. I believe at least the OC's in place. I don't believe the DC's in place.
Do you think right now the OC is either Dorsey or who? I like Chud for it, but who you got Dorsey and who?
Chud is not he's not gonna be the OC. Chud is gonna be an analyst. If any.
I like Dorsey for y'all OC too. I love that hire for y'all. I like, what I'm saying? I know this is it's the getting the band back together, man. It's the Miami vibe. Y'all like to do that type of shit down there. So I like that. The AD Miami.
He's been in the NFL working. He's been in the NFL working for quite some time.
No, he legit. Like he's a legit quarterback coach, like no doubt. But I think there's no track record of what his offense is. We really don't know what it will be. Can he play call? It's just going to be totally different, and it's a lot of like question marks. And the fact that that Cristobal is kind of relying on whoever his OC is. He's an offensive line coach, but he don't have a system. He don't call plays. I like the way that's set up. It's a lot of room for error.
Mm-hmm. Nothing. What your coach say? Scared money don't make no money.
Oh, no doubt.
I'm a gambler, so I hear what you're saying, but I also don't mind rolling the dice.
I don't think Dorsey be a bad hire either, but it's just that, like you said, that conversation of
it ain't like he just come from
all that type of deal.
Not like he just come from Pop Warner. I'm gonna take a guy in the NFL
that McClendon, like for him, I just knew it wasn't gonna be no big hire. It may be. I'm just talking out my ass. We just podcasting. Like it's not coming from a source or no shit like that. But once I seen
McClendon, tea leaves together.
Yeah, y'all sources don't know shit.
I'm telling you, there ain't been no solid source on none of the OC DC search yet.
How y'all gonna find out what Mario want when he can't? He don't know what he could get.
He can get what he want.
No, he can't. Clearly, he can't.
He can get what he want. He can make a pitch. He can make a serious pitch. That guy can say no. A guy say no.
Can't tell y'all nothing because like the pitches ain't working.
Allegedly. You don't know
My
no more
bad.
than
Get
I
your
do.
shit, bro. I ain't got no more questions. We got.
Yeah, allegedly. He might be whiffing. I don't know.
No, he definitely whiffing, though. It's a lot of hires going down. Right now, your staff is just pretty much his old staff. Y'all haven't poached no shit. It was just like the energy was like, yo, we got a big bag. We're gonna go get the
About to come and
best
snatch some
staff in
shit.
the country,
Mhm.
and we're gonna get the best available. Like
No
money's not
matter
an
where
option.
they at.
And then like you end up with Oregon and Miami staff in a blended way.
It's just Oregon. But anyways.
No, you got Miami guys that's gonna stay around, right?
Just T-Rob right now. Really don't know nothing else beyond that.
Running back coach, you don't think he's gonna stay? No.
Chance, I don't know. Because
Fields?
they're saying
No,
they
they were
probably
talking
talking
about
off
Kevin
the field.
Smith, right?
Kevin Smith has been recently named as a running back coach. Name to know.
Oh, shout out to Kev. He from the state. He from the crib. UCF.
Yeah, played at
Yeah,
UCF. Young guy.
Was that
played for the
FAU?
Lions? I want to say for a couple
Yep,
of years.
Detroit Lions.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
at FAU and Kiffin brought no.
Right. Yeah. It was under Kiffin. I'd be happy with that hire. I think that'd be a good, again getting a young guy from down this way. And yeah, he did some. He's helped with developing running backs at Florida Atlantic, who've done pretty well in that regime. So yeah, and then the same thing for the DCs. Just a lot of nothing's really solidified yet. My home run high on that one, I'll go right now. It'd be Derek Mason. Names out there, who knows? Again, a lot of these guys. That's the thing. Like,
Is it Notre Dame looking at Derek Mason as well right now?
I did see
Oh,
see
you
that.
kiss the baby, damn. Kiss the baby.
Hey, bro, this time we
Just
ain't
think about
got
it.
to
He about to go work with this young brother, man. This young
Bro, I
brother at
like
Notre
that.
Dame.
I like that shit. We got a coaching search topic later, but we've been talking that shit already, so we can just go and alleviate that. But I like that shit if Derek Mason go to Notre Dame. That shit that really
be dope.
means that Freeman's trying to CEO some shit because he's
And
a
that'd be-
defensive guy.
Yeah, he defensive guy. That'd be
Need
two
to.
defensive minds. That'd be dope.
Yeah,
after that game, huh?
That's a lot of humbling and like no ego shit. Like if I'm a defensive young boy, I call my own shit, bro.
Nah, you don't want to call. You see what happened to Manny. Yeah, his worst passing
But
defense.
Manny trash though. Like
Yeah,
this
that's
young boy
true.
got a
actually
job
call.
right away. He got a job right away, hanging out with the homie Cider.
But many defense has been weak for a minute. Though,
Yeah,
man.
no. Of course he got a job, but he ain't.
He got a good job.
Manny ain't. Of course he should. He deserves the
We
job he got.
shouldn't. How you just say he was trash? I do not think Manny should have got that.
As a
Penn State
head
job.
coach, it's like Muschamp, bro. Like some of these guys, you could tell they're not gonna be great head coaches, dog. Like people was saying, like Manny was so smart.
Yep.
I just didn't see it. He probably
Manny-
a very intelligent guy, but I didn't see him as like a bright future guy, like an up and coming coach like that. Freeman is a superstar.
Okay,
for
but
him to
Manny called
humble
that
his-
D. Go ahead, my fault. I didn't mean to
You
cut
say?
you. No, I'll say, but Manny called that D, and it's been awful. It was
Well,
his
y'all had
worst.
that one year, y'all brought the chains out. I got a lot of
I mean,
turnovers and shit.
a couple of years, and that was cool.
man.
But he called the defense, and this was our worst pass defense under his entire regime. We didn't get nearly.
Yeah, but like Todd Grantham gonna get a job next year too. Like these dudes be terrible and still
I'm
get
not.
jobs.
I'm not saying Manny shouldn't have got a job. I'm saying
You talking
Manny
about
shouldn't have
regards
got
to
the Penn
Freeman
State
Okay, that's what you're saying.
DC. I just think that's crazy. I think that's a crazy.
It's crazy, but it's not
Just
because
like
you see it
y'all
all the
looking
time.
for DC
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Y'all looking for DC right now, right?
Yeah,
If you miss on Derek Mason, what is your board like?
it's Todd Grantham. Hey, Todd good for 2 years.
How is Manny not gonna get a job at Penn State, bro?
I don't think so. Todd ain't really on my list, but I can see it happening. You know, we
Kill
talk about the
yourself. If you
recycles.
get Todd, bro, y'all go ahead and stop talking shit on all the apps.
No, it ain't, because we going to
Yeah,
hype him
he
because
do
he
shit.
do good his first couple of years.
Yeah.
I'm going to hype it one way or the other. I mean, it's got to do what you got to do. It's the
You gonna be a
job.
bold-faced liar on here. 'Cause
I do it all the time.
that man
Yeah.
is terrible. And I ain't got to worry about you.
You
getting
hyped him
recruited.
at first too, right? And you even said,
I was an apologist. I did not hype him, but the fans, our fans didn't like his ass from go.
From the jump,
First of
third
all,
and
he's a
Grantham.
dog. He's a
Yeah,
Georgia
he
dog,
comes
so
from
they
Georgia.
didn't like him. The third and Grantham shit, he did the choke shit to us in the past. So Gators didn't like Grantham out the gate. I was just like, hey man, the nigga, all right. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I ain't hype him.
and then you said he usually, he's a 2 or 3 year guy and he's out of there. So,
Bro, he turned down a NFL DC job to stay with us.
yeah, he knew what time it was. He knew
Now
he
his
could.
son was playing baseball in Gainesville High School and shit, a big time recruit, all that type of shit. Like you said, be family shit that keep people
You're
in
right.
place sometimes.
Just because we starting to throw around big dollars, it doesn't mean.
Nah, because we just look at it
Y'all
from
ain't
just the
throwed
pure
around shit
football.
yet. Y'all
We
throwed
just look at
around
it
one
from the pure
bag.
football aspect
What I'm
of it.
saying is our offers, right?
Yeah.
What you think we offering then? So
I don't
think,
know, bro.
What you think we offering OC? So we call
About
Kendall Brown, say, hey
400K.
Ken, got a job for you down South Florida. Now the number, just hear me out for you.
400K
cut
on
me
that
off. Damn, you stole my number like a bitch.
Yeah.
I damn sure gonna say 400K. Hear me out. Just listen. Shit. Okay, hear me out. 400 racks. But listen, I got a dinghy for you. You know what I'm saying?
We got some chains.
They offering the same number. It's just, do I want to come? You know?
No, but you gotta adjust
Have you
to the
been
cost
hearing the
of
number
living.
though?
Like in the
Yeah.
business though, like you gotta account for the cost of living
Cost of
when
living,
you making
absolutely.
your offer.
So it could be more.
Yeah.
It could be.
Have
And
you been hearing the number though? Or we just
People
talk, or we just
just
guessing?
probably
Nah,
don't fuck
they-
with Mario like that, bro.
Nah, I think they do. We're gonna see. Well, enough of the speculation shit. Let's, because we're gonna be here all day talking about how I ain't hiding. I knew this shit was gonna happen too. I wanted this to have together so bad by this show, boy. Lord knows I did. But
Man, take
anyway,
your time, man. No rush.
Next
everything's
time, Dragon Ball
speculation.
Z.
So that's it. Yeah, just a few more names floating out there, man. Not a ton more going on with any of that.
So what
Got all
position
of
y'all missing right now? Running back.
Running back, DC, OC. If we're gonna do like a linebacker, striker, whatever they're gonna call that, and that's it, really. Yeah, that's it.
I just
That's
don't
just
like
covers
even
everything.
like it's just interesting like what DC or OC comes in like position coaches already hired, dog. Like that shit. That's why I think y'all might get some peon DCs and OC because I'm just like, who the fuck? What DC don't want to hire his own fucking guys? Like I think y'all might get some peons.
I mean, perhaps. Some peons
I'm
got to
just
start
trolling a
somewhere.
little bit. Go ahead.
Yeah,
bro.
peons got to start somewhere.
Now with all
Make
that
your
money and
name.
shit y'all been talking. Y'all cannot roll out no peons, fam.
I can roll out whatever I want. I'm
You
still
and
gonna
D-Rob
talk
got to
big
cut
shit.
that shit out. D-Rob got to be stopped on the timeline.
D-Rob a wild boy. He be going at it, don't he?
That's his job. You don't stop doing a damn thing, D-Rod.
All
That's
that boy do is lie.
That's okay. That's okay.
Report him to the military he worked for.
Oh,
Off the
man.
streets.
Snitching.
Lying on the timeline all day.
We got the All-American game coming up. Couple of signees in that one. The lowly Skinner and Najee Kelly, Florida State off cash. Hey, we take what we can get from y'all, man. We appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
But, no,
And then-
but real talk, it was like a perfect storm situation for that shit to damn happen because he wanted to go to damn Oregon, due to the fact I guess he rocked with Mario, the whole uniform, the situation, this, that, and other. Mom said it's too damn far. Mom wanted him close to home or whatever.
People say uniforms about when they make a decision. Dog, I don't be taking people serious no more. Dog.
Yeah, it be the kids though, mostly. The
They
kids.
do say that in them little interviews.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I be out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mom
think it's
wanted-
goofy as hell.
Yeah, it is. That shit.
Know what uniform win the most? Simple old maroon and white.
Right.
One
away, one
they got
home.
two versions. One
away,
white,
one home, one hill.
maroon.
Yeah,
That's it,
man.
Even when Nike start doing
And
like,
thing
hey,
is, though, they got the same damn pants, one pair of pants.
You
Nike
imagine
be like, hey,
Tuck-
let's freak it a little bit. They be like, hey man, you could put a half a stripe right there. That's it. We ain't doing none other wild shit.
Nothing else.
That's it.
Started saving like, man, I really like it here, but shit, Oregon got a lot of uniforms.
Y'all don't put no little sauce on it, coach.
Right. Like,
Fuck, it's the color of barbecue sauce.
I can
That's
see
all the
some-
sauce you need.
I can hear that damn kid saying that shit too, man. Exactly how you said it too.
You said the color of barbecue sauce.
Well, your mom wanted him down south or whatever. So, but they ain't trust Manny, this, that, and another. FSU was gonna probably be the damn consolation prize out of those two, just off rip, and then this motherfucker come to damn Miami. Everybody get what they damn want.
Hey, get my small violin.
Nah, you keep about not like man. Y'all had to have the stars align for that shit to happen.
I don't care about none of that shit. Hey, he was going. Najee was going to Oregon. I mean, hey, it happened.
Hey man, say a violin, boy. This nigga came to
Get my
party
tiny
today.
violin out, man. And commitment watch, obviously Kevin Coleman. I expect him to sign with us. And then Moss, the DN out of Vegas. I'm gonna go out. I think it's 50-50 us or USC. If I would give it a little lean,
Let's go to
maybe
USC then.
yeah, I'm about to say maybe 52-48 USC because I mean he's
For
a
who?
well Moss, the DN out of Vegas. Just
Okay.
that's closer to home as well.
USC, they bagging up a little bit. They gonna get talent quick. I don't know how good O'Reilly gonna do out there, but
Yeah, he is.
he
Yeah,
acquiring the talent quick.
Well, they,
and
dog,
23 lining up too. They
he woke up a
excited.
sleeping giant, man, because we all know
No,
when
we sleeping
USC
giant,
is
CJ.
up.
We got
Oh, shit, man,
yeah.
get that shit out of
I'm
here.
Still
letting you
sleep.
know, baby.
Still sleep.
Still
baby.
sleep.
Hey, man, big dog, baby.
Now, you know, with them West Coast kids, once USC up, man, that
Shit
shit
cracking
usually be a
up.
wrap for those guys.
He the
Like,
best,
shit,
man.
crank it up, baby.
He the best. He gonna be finest man in 3 years. What I tell you.
No doubt.
And
What you supposed to say?
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, I'm gonna go 50-50. And then some targets we got in the game, but I don't think none of these guys are expected to commit. Would be Citizen, the running back out of Louisiana, Miller, D lineman out of Georgia, and Josh Connerly, an offensive lineman out of Washington. So guys that are going to be playing in that game, but they're not expected to make a commitment during the game. And outside of that, a little recruiting news, not much. Offered kid named Jack Pyburn, 6'3", 265, Minnesota commit out of Florida. His stock's rising a little bit. He's got a couple other offers out there. So see how that pans out. Amari Arbor, I want to say. He's a Ohio State commit. He just announced, but he's also planning a visit. So I don't know. We'll see how that plays out.
So he's an Ohio State committee. He didn't sign.
He just announced at I think maybe Under Armour. I think he announced there, but he's still taking visits. So yeah, I don't know. These kids wild, bro. Who knows, man?
Right.
Harold Perkins, Texas A&M commit. He's planning to visit as well. It's supposed to be in January. So, and Matt McCoy, he's supposed to be visiting us, or possibly visiting us and Florida, I believe. I think he's going to Florida anyways.
Who that?
Matt McCoy, offensive tackle.
Oh, the offensive tackle of Jacksonville.
Yeah. Pretty big kid. He don't have like he's got to fill out some, but I mean, he's got the frame you want to work with.
Nah, we reached out to him for a second, but I don't know why we didn't offer. Well, I guess they decided not to offer, but I don't know why. But he's a.
I'm
I think
definitely
he's an
sleep on
intriguing
this one.
prospect.
I'm looking at it
He's
right
a
now.
3-star.
St. Augustine. Okay.
Yeah,
He's not necessarily like
I think he's an interesting prospect. Has a lot of potential upside. If coached right, he could be a gem.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
With some actual recruiters here, y'all can stay out of Jacksonville, St. Augustine area. We got an actual recruiter. Don't even call nobody around there.
Okay. Anyway, we done well up there when we wanted to. We'll be right back. See what we want. We go through the.
I mean, I don't really want them. To be honest with you,
I said what we
Jacksonville
really
don't
want.
treat neither one of us the greatest. So,
But we got all right. Shag. Who
yeah,
else came from out there?
Yeah,
Somebody
who
else
knows?
recently. Anyway, I ain't about to go through all
bunch
that.
of transfers.
Nah, cut it out. Ryan Swoboda, offensive tackle out of UVA, is supposed to come visit us. As far as the transfer market goes, on January 14th. Other than that, there's nothing else quite lined up.
Y'all got Shamar locked up?
No, Shamar ain't locked up. You heard all that money they supposedly giving at Texas A&M. That's a decision to make. Y'all only got him locked up either.
Oh no, but we got some bread. We in there. We talking to him a little bit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
We having conversations with him.
That's what you supposed to do.
That's how I know he ain't locked up.
I wasn't gonna lie.
Yeah, y'all said y'all was talking big now. Don't act like y'all weren't talking big about Shamar. Y'all be changing y'all tone. That's what y'all be doing. Y'all was acting like Shamar was like a layup.
You want me to give you a prediction on him?
Yeah, you think
I still say Miami. Yeah, but
That's fine.
but I don't say I don't have him locked up. No.
Oh,
But
okay.
if you give me a crystal ball, I'm gonna put it in for Miami. Yeah,
All right, keep that.
yeah, I'm willing to do
That's
that.
I want to hear.
Last time I did that, it turned out okay. Yeah, last couple of times. Ain't that right, CJ?
Hold
Yeah,
on,
don't worry about it. It's cool.
internet
Pay attention
went out
later.
for
Ain't
a
no
little
big
bit. No,
deal.
seriously,
You'll catch up later.
my
It's all
internet
good,
went out.
baby.
You said put a CB for who?
Shamar Stewart.
Oh, okay.
I'm willing to crystal ball him. But yeah, it's definitely not a wrap. It ain't no done deal. I ain't gonna tell you nothing like that.
I don't
Keep
like
track of this, Harlan. Just keep track of this.
Jared Verse. I've been coming out like roses. I don't care nothing about. I started off on this show real rough.
So you really think y'all gonna be the, if
Yeah,
you
bro,
don't
your
get,
coaching shit has been horrendous, bro. To listen back.
What did I give you? Give me one horrendous on the coach thing. What did I give you?
I mean, you just missed on all them people. Like all the names are going.
I just told you names that was out there. I ain't tell you names who's gonna get. Even when I go back to the last show, I still don't know. I'm just giving y'all as much as I got. If I knew more, I'd tell y'all more. I'm
just saying, if he can whiff on coaches, them players could be next, bro. It's all the same shit.
If it's a whiff, potato.
We got who next?
Jared Verse.
Oh,
he asked me real quick. Harlan asked real quick in the comments. I knew we were looking at him. I didn't. You heard Mario was heading to recruitment. That I don't know. I don't think his interest is really high in us. So I don't think.
Verse. That's the DA.
The
right?
Albany kid.
Transfer.
Yeah, transfer from Albany.
Yeah.
I think he's going to probably end up in Florida State. That'd be my guess right now.
Well, Harlan trying to say he beat y'all got stuff in the locker for that one.
Maybe, I guess. I don't think we was ever saying we was getting Jared Verse.
No, we put Manny in the trash can for that one. So not Manny, whatever his name is, Mario.
Mario. I be fighting him up too, man.
Y'all do this every time, man. I'm sick of this racism, bro. Like, separate my people, man. Mario.
Give me a couple more shows, man. It'll get to me.
You'll get to it this season.
No. Whooping his ass too. Tomato.
I don't know, bro. We're gonna see how this shit.
Y'all got anything else for me?
No, I don't have any questions or no shit like that.
Good, because all I got is questions, no answers.
Who up? I'm up.
Should I go ahead and jump it off?
How you feel about TJ Dudley, Larry?
TJ Dudley.
Just curious. I don't really like. I ain't got no troll, no shit. I'm just curious. I know you guys are recruiting.
Man, there's been so many names flying around. Who's Dudley?
Formerly committed to Oregon. We talked about him earlier when he made.
I have not heard anything on him. Yeah, I would tell you, I won't feel good, but I haven't heard anything, good or bad, to be honest with you. So I don't know. No news could be good news at this point. Maybe you got some update on him. I haven't heard anything about TJ Dudley. I
just buzz, nothing solid, nothing crazy. I ain't ready to put no crystal ball in, no shit like that.
I've been looking at so many coaches' names, bro. I don't know who's who.
Yeah, I know it's gotta be rough. You gotta be
I got a lot of names.
You tired of Googling?
Yeah.
Looking at film, wasting time. Just
looking at their PFF numbers and what their total offense and defense was, so I can see what I got to talk about. And
feeling like you should help out in the search. Are you throwing names in there?
Nah, I don't do none of that. None of that? I'm just a fan, baby.
I like it. CJ, what you got, man?
Yeah. Like like I said, you guys got the with the new coach in place. You guys got the coaching hires going on. With me, it's more so just transfer portal stuff at this time.
The Dunk out of gas too, so we still on Dunk watch.
I'm telling you, it ain't out of gas.
They get the extended warranty.
It ain't out of gas. It's missing the transmission. I told you.
They better get extended warranty in a minute.
Nah, ain't nothing extended about that. Hell no.
Okay, we gonna see.
But seriously, if Dugans would have gotten the situation, I feel like they'd announced that around the same time they announced Alex Atkins as the offensive coordinator, and also went that because they announced Atkins and they announced Tony Tozark at the same time. So I would assume that even though they was hired at two separate times, I believe Atkins was hired like a couple days before, but they announced it from the official Twitter account, at the same time.
Wild work environment. You got to walk around the office not extended and shit.
Right, bro. Like that shit gotta be weird as hell.
Shh. Hey, be quiet, y'all. Ron coming.
Right.
Hey, what's up, Ron? What's going on? What? Nah, we ain't planning no offense or nothing, dog. Talk about the off season.
recruiting? No, we ain't recruiting nobody.
Hell nah, man. Take my
Then-
vacation. You feel me? Shit, what
right.
you getting into?
Then the next thing you know, he go on Twitter, a new receiver then got offered. The receiver ain't tagged him in the offer.
Oh man, you getting it in, baby.
Right.
That shit gotta be awkward, man.
It does. But no, I feel like if he would have got his extension, wherever that would have been announced, so whenever that contract expired, then that'd be that move. Like Larion said, the games are over. Our recruiting class is pretty much done, so to speak, for this year. So there's no rush in, I guess there's no rush for that the contract to expire and announce somebody else. But we'll see how it plays in regards to who they name as the new receivers coach when that time does come. But I don't expect him to stick around. And also Odell contract expires also. I do believe the GOAT Odell, man. I think it may be time, but I think also that they're in the process of announcing that extension and doing out the details for Odell. They'll probably be short term.
They extend the warranty.
Oh yeah, he definitely got that extended warranty. His warranty is, what's
your opinion on Odell, bro? Give it to me, man. I know shout out to them boys posting grind. They be giving Odell a hard ass time. What's your opinion on Odell, man?
In my opinion, Odell, I think the coaching aspect of it, he still could do it. Like he's still a very good coach. Defensive line produces. But my issue is the recruitment. I mean, we really haven't been really active in top defensive linemen. Well, we've been active, but we haven't been able to close with top defensive linemen. That's something Odell's been that's been his staple, so to speak. With some recruits, you got Timmy Jernigan, of course, Marvin Wilson. God dang it, just drew a damn blank, my boy.
See, that was my thing, man. When we had Sal Sunseri with Dan Mullen, he like as a technician, he was a great coach, but he was too old on that damn trail and wasn't relating and shit. I think I think our defensive line about to be split up D tackle, like DNs type shit. Y'all may want to partner a young boy to help recruit alongside the defensive line.
We got
with Odell.
Yeah, we got Josh. As far as John Papuchis as our defensive end coach.
Oh, okay, y'all got somebody.
Yeah, we got D. Yeah, he doesn't have the whole
trash too.
Nah, he's been pretty bringing in guys. He's brought in Jermaine and Kier. He's been bringing DNs though. I mean, shit, he ain't really been bringing in both. He's been carrying his weight, so to speak.
God damn, somebody got to help Odell carry the weight. Y'all got to get the
They'll go to bed at 7:30, man. Yeah, recruit like after me. That. Yeah, it's time to go to sleep.
Me and Odell both went to bed at the same time New Year's Eve.
Them kids just leaving practice. He ain't got time to make no phone calls and shit.
And that's my issue with it though, man, because we got talent now, but I mean that shit's gonna leave sooner or later. What are we gonna be replacing with? You get what I'm saying? So we took
y'all been surviving off that portal, boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I think it's sustainable, but I don't think it's going to be like, I guess, long term in regards to building a program. You gotta.
Ain't no such thing no more, dog. You can build a program overnight now, CJ.
Nah, I feel like the front end of it you can
can't build no program.
Talent wise, like
you can build a team overnight.
You bring what about like 8-9 guys throughout the portal, but the bulk is going to be through high school always. So I guess
I think like right now, like I'm not gonna say like fix our whole roster, but our whole recruiting class is about to be savage, no problem. Like USC shit about to be the same thing. A lot
when it comes to new coaches, yeah, because that's when you're kind of behind the 8 ball at that point, so you got to kind of. But when you're moving forward, I think you're going to see out of USC is going to be more so just but the nucleus of the team, so to speak, the depth and how you build the team is going to be guys they're recruiting on the West Coast, so to speak. Now, of course, there's going to be some guys that jump in the portal every now and then that you're going to
right.
Like the big hitter guys, like guys you can't pass.
You still got to survive through high school.
Yeah, that's what I mean by that. That's what your bread and butter is going to be like.
But I still think big picture wise, like
the game has changed. Yeah, the game has changed.
Using these FCS programs, these smaller programs,
and that's helping these coaches out too, bro. That's another thing. Like that's helping these coaches out in regards to the ground of recruiting. It's easier now, so to speak, due to that.
Yeah.
So right, Odell may have new legs with that or whatnot. just reaching out to cats.
Yeah, y'all keep Odell. I like Odell. Odell good. I like it, man. Extend that boy, man. Big extendo.
My boy, he can coach, man. On field production hasn't dropped off yet, but the talent's going to drop off pretty soon. That's going to be my biggest concern. But we'll see how that plays out. That's only two.
You say Somo Joe can't wait to see Odell on the trail, man. That's what Miami people were saying.
Who?
Somo Joe.
Who?
Somo Joe.
That's the D-line coach. Who y'all D-line coach?
Miami D-line coach, boy.
Oh.
Then y'all bring the Oregon D-line coach.
Salave, yes.
Yeah, that dude's cheeks. Odell will wash him up right now, man. Odell will take his ass to the woodshed right now, bro. Fresh off knee surgery, fresh off all that type of shit, man.
Odell ain't got no knees, bro. What you talking about?
That's what Odell. You better bring somebody from the South who know how to handle business, man. Odell ain't worried about that.
That's interesting though, man. What do you feel about the West Coast boys in the South though? You feel comfortable with it, Larry?
Ain't worrying about none of that thing, man.
That's what I said when Mullen brought like the Gorilla and English and all them goofy West Coast guys.
English was asking motherfuckers, man. Go
I remember we had the Gorilla.
Yeah,
we had some goofy shit going on, boy.
Man, he was wrestling.
I'm glad y'all won games, boy. Cause that first offseason was rough as fuck for y'all boys, man.
All of them. What first one?
Yeah, you right.
Didn't have a good offseason, bro. That shit was. I used to clock out as soon as the games was done. I see y'all boys in August.
Right.
I know this shit though.
Yeah, I ain't worrying about that.
Okay. Yeah, I think he gonna be cheeks, but we'll see how it go. We'll see the rest of your defensive staff, but him particularly, I'm not really.
You don't think he coached anybody noteworthy?
I think he's okay. I just don't think he's. I'm not too impressed. I really rely on other people when it comes to D-line coaches, like my boy Grounds, whatever. He's pretty well versed with that type of stuff, and he's damn good in what he sees, and he wasn't really.
Oh, Grimes say he trash. He trash.
Yeah.
What Grimes say? Grimes say he trash.
Yeah, he said he wasn't really impressed with me. He said,
damn it!
Oh shit, yeah, he ain't about shit.
Why he ain't hit me up when that happened? Tell me about the shit. Tell him.
Man, we be so much bullshit going on, man. You know.
I can't keep that timeline.
Yeah, and that defensive line, I guess it was kind of under the radar high. I guess announcement either. There wasn't a lot of hype around it on the timeline and stuff like that. That's probably why it blew over for me. But yeah,
I don't even think Mario doing anything bad, right? Like, you got to hire people you got relationships with, bro.
That's how coaching is. That's how coaching.
People they've got all these dream of, go get this person. That's the best defensive coach in the world. Like, bro, it just don't work like that, man.
That's fans. Yeah,
they fan shit.
That's us as fans.
Yeah, that shit don't work like that, man.
No,
you gotta hire guys,
relationships, dog.
Especially if you want to cheat and shit. You can't be cheating with people he don't know.
You don't know.
You know.
Yeah, you gotta know. Just click tight. Everybody's lip button up around here.
You ain't gotta explain nothing.
All right, everybody's cool,
man,
right?
Don't be hiring motherfuckers you don't know, man. Like Willie did with Walt Bell.
Be like,
right. But what hurts the young coaches is they tree be so small that they don't have a lot of contacts. Willie had to bring in outsiders because his tree was so small, and he got fucked in Oregon. I think Cristobal, once you start striking out your immediate people, it gets a little weird when you got to find outsiders. That hiring gets a little sketchy, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. You got fucked that Oregon, and then he was kind of scrambled to make a staff. And he was a staff with people he was unfamiliar with, and
poor little Willie.
He was gonna be terrible.
He took them people money, then he left, and took them other people money, and then he left. Poor little Willie.
You gotta get Willie out of Boca.
Poor little Willie, the bag man.
Willie got some checks, but Willie chilling in Boca.
What?
Boy got paid.
That
still getting paid.
Boy, I don't know how he did it, but boy, he finessed his way up, dog. He did checks, boy.
Yeah. Well, I know how he did it, man. Shout out to the super agent.
Oh yeah.
He told him,
but I mean, he's a great agent, but still, Willie, I don't know how he got from USF to Oregon, Oregon to Florida State. It was just like the perfect storm for him in all these situations. Even leaving,
it was crazy though. It wasn't no reach for us. Like Willie was on the fucking hottest name. Y'all wanted. He was one of the hottest names at that point.
That's the first name that came up for everybody. Yeah,
right. Shit's crazy.
It was like Mario name this time.
Yeah, that motherfucker definitely finesse, man. Shout out to Willie, man.
But you got your Mario Smith still written down? Can I hold?
Who?
You.
Oh no, I got them off.
Yeah, you done burnt them bitches in.
Yeah, I got some other twists, but I ain't really have to do it because the hiring has been so terrible. So I ain't have to really lie like that.
No, I'm talking about if y'all would have got them.
Oh, if
I knew that wasn't never really happening.
Man, let's get into these transfers, man.
Yeah, let's talk
about
that.
I don't think that would have been a thing.
So yesterday we got it was a pretty interesting night. We got Tatum Bethune out of UCF, linebacker transfer. Randy Shannon recruited him to UCF when he was the defensive coordinator there. And also, I think this was more so this relationship recruitment. Miami was in it, and Miami made a strong push, just for the fact of, playing off the strength of the opportunity to play back home. But I think the relationships here paid off in dividend with Randy Shannon being his recruiter and being his coach at one point in time at UCF, and Savage Joseph, who's our off-the-field analyst, he was his coach at Miami Central also. So just the relationships paid off in that situation, and I'm damn near happy for that, man, because he's a damn ball player. Had over 100 tackles this past year for UCF, plus 2 interceptions. Over his career, he's 185 tackles, 13 for loss, 4.5 sacks, and 3 picks. And with how our linebacker depth was and things of that nature with inconsistent play, he's definitely a guy I feel like that'll play day one for us, and it's a big position to need. Team him up with Kalen DeLoach, I think we'll have a really good linebacker core that could cover. That's been one of our issues with the linebacker players, just quarterbacks being able to attack them in coverage. Just because we just don't have really good coverage linebackers aside for DeLoach. He's more so fits today's scheme in regards to today's game in regards to linebackers. Other linebackers, you got more of your traditional linebackers. So bringing in Tatum Bethune, I think, is one of our biggest gets in the sport of this offseason, man. He's a really good player. He also led the team in tackles in the game against Florida. So
hey man, don't keep saying that because we're gonna tear his ass up this year.
He never lost to them, bro. He don't know how to lose to Florida.
So he better learn.
And y'all coming to the dope, he whipping that shit. 1-0, baby.
Man, we coming up there and kicking our feet up, man. Y'all gonna make reservations, man.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Let's find a hotel. What we trying to stay at, Larry? Huh?
Wherever y'all want to stay, man. That's on our.
I ain't bringing Larry on with me. You had bad luck in Tallahassee. No, you get your own shit. I get my own spot.
Right. We do pretty good though. We've done pretty good most of my times there. Yeah. I didn't go to the game. That's what messed me up.
He about to lose this year though.
I'm supposed to bring my mojo in the building, and that was my fault.
Bethune never lost to Florida, man. So he about to keep it going. But yeah, like I said, he was a huge getting position of need. We know the Wilson linebacker has been well known. I've been voicing my opinion on that very, very loudly. From Wesley to all the other linebackers that we missed on. So to have him to come in is a real good position of need. It's a real good get for Mike and the staff. We got a receiver
Mike
too.
Got y'all boys, man.
Oh yeah, Mike got us.
Everybody just chill, man. I know the linebacker coach is missing, but
he got us.
Randy get the job.
Randy said he gonna save the day.
Bring one of his guys over from UCF. Y'all still UCF. That's what y'all should gather from all of this. Like y'all said, for Florida State just come take y'all kid after y'all just won the state. Y'all thought y'all won the state. Y'all still UCF. That's why they ain't on the show, Larry. Huh?
Exactly.
It's like Miami beating us.
And that's the correct said.
Miami started.
Like, UCF has the best record on the field, quote unquote, right? But shit, this motherfucker's quick to go to Miami or Florida State like that when they came calling. You feel me,
man? Like, okay, jig's up. That national championship ain't real. Let me go over here and get a real shot.
Right.
Yeah, that shit was cute to say, but I'm out of here. Y'all boys be good now. But our facilities, I feel you. Maybe on TV a little bit more.
Yeah. Bigger brand. I think they're going to the Big 12 too. It still won't help them in the grand scheme. Whenever they get to the Big 12, a kid will always still want to come to FSU, Florida, Miami, if we come calling.
Yeah, they got a long way to go to catch up, man. That tradition and the money ain't the same. A lot of things just ain't the same, man. That night just don't even sound like a Florida logo, man. Shout out to y'all boys. I'll fuck with y'all. I'm in Orlando, man. Pull up. I'm at the Fish House.
UCF Knights. Get your ass out of here. But yeah, we got Deuce Spann to the receiver, the transfer receiver out of Illinois. We talked about him this past show, the past show. I like that. I like that get a lot. I like the upside of him a lot. He has three or 4 years left to play. I'm not exactly sure. 6'4" guy, 190, runs a 4.3, and he came in as a quarterback. And I remember his name from recruiting because FSU was looking at him at one point in time as a quarterback. During Willie's tenure, he's from St. Petersburg, Florida. Went to Illinois as a quarterback. Then they made the transition to wide receiver. In his first game as wide receiver, he caught like an 80-yard touchdown. I think it's still a big development process for him. So whoever we feel the receiver position with has their job cut out for him. But the potential, man, the upside is real crazy. We talk about Skinner's upside, but this kid, he runs, he could jump, he's big, he has what it takes to be a true outside for the receiver and shit. He coming in day one, he'll probably be our number one our best go route runner, our best deep ball runner right now, our best 9 runner right now. Hell, we'll throw on fucking deep balls a damn Keyshawn Hilton, a damn 5'8" receiver who, but I like Hilton a lot, but a 5'8" receiver who just coming off a knee surgery a couple years ago. So that's not really a burner downfield. He was getting all our damn deep shots, which is crazy. So he instantly comes in and becomes our best deep threat, just like that. So I'm real intrigued by the prospects of Deuce Spann and what he could do, especially moving on in the future. Especially the fact that it's not really a plug and play like we had with other transfer guys like Andrew Parchment last year, the wide receiver. He's the guy that we have multiple years, especially with the holes we have in the receiver room. We have reliable guys that will actually be there instead of a plug and play guy. Now we're back at point A again, trying to figure out, okay, how can we upgrade this receiver room? So got Deuce Spann in the fold. Shout out to him. Really excited what he could do. Jordan Travers got a couple weapons this offseason to add to that room so we can see what he could do in the spring and things like that. Jared Verse, defensive end that we're on, he is the number 1 defensive end in the transfer portal right now. Kid has offers from everywhere. All the big 3 schools have offered. Texas, LSU, Oklahoma, USC, Auburn, Utah, just to name a few. It's coming down to probably us and Tennessee. At this point in time, Tennessee's done a really good job of selling, so we'll see how that goes. Supposed to commit this evening. We're recording on Wednesday, so he's supposed to commit today, so we'll see how that goes, if he does pull through with it or not. If I had to choose right now, I'd probably say FSU. It's been real close, though, man. I'd probably say FSU, but I'm not 100% confident in that, but it's looking really good right now. We'll see how it plays out. FSU has been pitching, what we did last year with Kier and Jermaine. I mean, that's pretty much an easy sell, right? That's something they've been harping on and pitching, that these 2 guys came in as transfers, and they immediately became our best 2 pass rushers, All-American, All-Conference, whatever you want to say, and they're going to definitely get drafted moving forward in this upcoming draft. So that's what they've been selling. They also had Kier and Jermaine, when he came on his official visit, they were in town and had actual conversations with Verse, let them know, like, hey, from their point of view, why they chose Florida State, why Florida State is a good choice for you. And I feel like that may have been the pitch that was the pitch of all pitches, so to speak. That was the pitch he needed to hear. That was the pitch that kind of put FSU over the top in that top tier conversation of a school, like, hey, I can really see myself playing here. So we'll see how that play out and see if that pitch worked out for him.
How many years he got left?
3, I believe. He has 3 years left.
Okay, that's what I thought.
3, yeah, I think 3 years left. Yeah. So again, like you said, it's guys that like last year we got guys, even though we got a couple transfer guys that are still here with us, but the majority were guys that just came in for the 1 year. They only had 1 year left. This is something good that we get, multiple years with them, and just from the talent standpoint, development, but just also the overall being comfortable with the program, how the program is being ran and what they expect from the program. Just being the program guy, you could get better production moving forward and just kind of build, flip the roster, so to speak, into your roster. Even though you kind of flipped the roster on paper last year, a lot of those guys, like I said, were plug and play in 1 year, so you're kind of starting over. You got guys with multiple years now. You can really build that foundation.
For sure.
So yeah, shout out to Jared Verse, and I believe he'll be committing tonight. Like I said, I'm gonna throw my hat in and say FSU. Let's do it. We're going to get Jared Verse. Won't miss a beat on the defensive end in regards to him. I'm not going to say he's going to be Jermaine Johnson because, I mean, he's a fucking ACC Player of the Year. We only had like, I forgot the number FSU tweeted out, but it's only select few, so to speak, like 10 to 12. I mean, that's throughout the history of our conference. So, well, not our conference, but FSU history. So I'm not going to say he's going to be Jermaine Johnson or anything like that, but I do feel like he'll be a good replacement as far as a pass rusher for us.
Dope.
And I know Larion spoke earlier on these high school bowl games. I want to speak a little bit about not the Under Armour,
Yo, them games stink, man. But Jimbo had some boys out there hooping. That's all I kept saying. Like every time I looked up, it was a Jimbo player, like doing some wild shit.
Before I speak on,
go ahead and hate, CJ. I know you're ready to hate on.
No. I want to have a conversation on the side of it. Before I speak on the FSU side of it, we seen that class that Jimbo brought in. It's crazy. You guys heard that rumor?
No rumor.
It was right. The 30-35 mil. That's them boys out there. And the crazy part about it is,
go ahead.
No, the crazy part about it is that all this was planned out in the summer. Soon as it was Texas A&M shouting they were well organized in regards to the situation.
Shit cooking, but
and they also was ahead of the game and giving these guys multiple year contracts and not just one in which they could get the money and bounce like your boy from Ohio State just did.
Right. Yeah. Right. They should have tied to like not like brands, more like private LLC type shit.
Exactly.
And you can't just bounce with those type of deals. I think eventually they're gonna block, but I think there's more programs setting up infrastructure like that. They were just more organized to be able to capitalize
and
right
jump
now.
On it. Really jump on it.
I think we got some shit like just some smoke. We got some similar shit cooking behind the scenes. They trying to get kind of together real soon here before National Signing Day, before these big visits come up. But yeah, you got to get real smart and innovative with how to get kids and brands and money into people's hands, and that's what Jimbo did.
They were way ahead of the game. Like I said, $35 million for a recruiting class, and the thing is, this is for
it's available. I don't think it actually went out. But that's the thing too. You have
35 for them, yeah, for 30
available.
35 they have available. And the thing with A&M, they'll be able to do that every fucking year. That won't be an issue with them at all.
I mean, the only reason, like he said, rumor, I only saw it from that board material. I haven't seen like an article on it because that's how I was like,
no, that wasn't a message board guy. That was an actual.
Oh yeah, it's coming from real people.
Yeah, that was an actual 247 insider from that perspective on site.
Okay. They got some shit cooking.
Why shouldn't we see an article on it?
No, as far as the details of the deal.
I think not the details of the deal, just that's really happening. That was the only thing.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. But people don't know what's the infrastructure. You're not gonna know each kid
is getting
paid. Yeah, like that's private contract business. And
what individual kid is getting paid?
Right. Unless they want to make that public, you know. But I don't think the school's just gonna have that like out front and just let people know how they operate.
That just shows how in hell they got the number one recruiting class in the country, and they in this rumor that they
we might snatch some shit from. We'll see what we got. Cause we might snatch. Hey, CJ, I'm telling you.
But they were saying the A&M, if things go right for them, they can have. Remember, like I think it was last year.
All time. They saying the best class all time.
Exactly. So money talking bullshit, walk 1,000 miles, man. Right?
Yeah. Jimbo out here with that stupid bag, man. Eventually, Nick Saban gonna get old and he gonna win one.
Man, that's the thing, bro. What, Nick is 70? Man, Bobby ain't retired. He was 80.
He got one
15 years.
He the only one got one game on Nick. Ain't the one that count though.
That's the crazy part.
It don't matter, bro. He got him, and it's the offensive side of the ball. Only one of his assistants to get him was the guy from the offensive side.
Bro, I'm telling you, like with modern technology, bro, Nick Saban could coach 30, 40 more years.
But no, I'm saying I just put shit in perspective. Like Bobby was 80. When Bobby was 70.
Shut the hell up, man.
Not that 30, but really, he can do another 10.
Modern science, bro. I'm telling you.
If he wants to, I think he can do another 5 to 6.
They gonna freeze him every off season, bro. I'm telling you. Then they're gonna transplant him into like a robot on the side of the line. I'm telling you. Watch. Nick Saban's brain just gonna be in a.
Well, nah, man. Somebody put that shit in perspective for me, dog. Because Bobby was 80 when he was coaching. When he retired, I think he retired.
Bobby was a mascot for at least 10 years.
Exactly though. But think about that 70. That's 1999.
Bobby had no headset.
No, you mean
Bobby was Uncle Bernie, man. What is it? Bernie's weekend?
Yeah, Bernie.
That was Bobby Bowden, like at least the last decade.
Bobby had a headset on, but it worked at the McDonald's drive-thru.
Man, get the fuck out.
That's why he had that look on his face all the time.
I ain't gonna talk shit about my dad. I ain't about to have that shit, man. But no, seriously though, he was like 80 in 2009, or that's when around the time he retired, whatever. I don't know that
old.
Yeah, Bobby was in his 80s. But
how old was Paterno when he stopped though?
But 10 years, he was old as shit too. He died though. He didn't even stop, did he?
Yeah, he didn't die until the whole molestation or the pedophile thing came out. Whatever happened, the scandal.
He would have been still coaching, but he would coach. I think Paterno would have definitely coached. He actually passed away, but anyways,
I seen him on the sideline with a ventilator one time, right? No,
yeah, for real.
Did that happen? It felt like that happened.
Had oxygen tank was carrying the oxygen tank out on the sideline. Seemed like, but no, 10 years from 2009 was 1999, and we was winning the fucking national championship. You feel me? So I think in relation to Saban, he could do another 5 years strong easily, 5 to 6 years strong easy without question, I believe.
Yeah, Nick got vampire blood.
That's if he wants to do it though.
Oh, he do. He don't plan on going nowhere, no time soon, Jack.
Hopefully, man, something work out and he just, see it in his heart to go just save kids in Africa or like
he doing that
East
now.
Asia.
He throw that money out there.
Do some missionary.
Save
No,
him.
he need to do some missionary work.
No,
His life,
I ain't got time for that.
No,
No, man.
man,
Football
that picture
never
that
stops.
Nick took was like the most gangster shit.
Oh,
Like
that
he
shit
got
was
picture of the year already. It's a wrap.
That shit look just like me, but that's some shit I post up. But you know what I'm saying? All my
Like
pictures
you.
look the damn same, like some G shit.
It's like you if y'all was still winning, right?
Somebody
Right, it was
said
still-
Nick ain't had no swag. I forget who said that. I
Nah,
think it
he
was on
definitely
his.
had the swag.
And I was like,
Nick
I
got
was
sauce
offended when I
swag.
heard that. I said, nah, Nick kind of swaggy for an older white
They
gentleman.
had
bro.
that look on. I've been trying to tell y'all niggas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
Nick got sauce. He got some sauce for sure.
But yeah, going back to the Under Armour game, AJ Duffy, he was rumored to be like the best quarterback out there per the reports.
What
From
reports you read?
the practice reports. AJ
okay.
Duffy had a real good week at the Under Armour game. Excuse me. He had a good grasp of the offense and spinning the ball real nicely versus the other quarterback. So shout out to AJ Duffy. He's supposed to be on campus. Well, he is on campus right now. Julian Armella.
You and your people almost got me to react about some shit like similar to that. Like I get on the Twitter just randomly while I'm on vacation. I see motherfuckers going in on Kamari about one play.
Oh yeah, you know how that
CJ
goes.
don't rile his people up and shit. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah, they
bro,
went
why
ahead.
you,
You know
why,
how it
you,
go.
why you got these motherfuckers going in? Like they believe in the shit too.
See, I'm glad you grew, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw the same shit, right? And I was like, bro, it's a play.
Yeah.
Like, this is what we doing. Y'all go
And then I think like
hug your
another
loved
play.
ones, man.
And then I think like another play, he had an interception.
Y'all
or
told me
something
that
or
when I
whatever.
was trolling one night, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, go enjoy your New Year, man. Get out of here, man. You out there with family in Atlanta. And she get the fuck off of here.
I was en route to the.
But no, I tweeted that shit
African
to got
Hair
the
Museum
timeline,
or
bro.
whatever it was.
I tweeted that shit to got my ass out the timeline and did that family stuff.
Yeah, he just riled the people up. That's what I do. I just like to throw
Kick
some
the
chum in
hill
the
and run
water.
on off. Watch the
right.
ant scramble. I feel
Right.
so.
But yeah,
He almost got me into the chum though. I was saying some crazy takes in them comments. I was like, look at these goofballs, man. I was like, never mind.
How you get a 5-star?
right. Yeah. One play determines all the stars.
This kid stinks. Like what?
On one-on-one. Never mind, bro.
Bro, you got a whole huddle link,
The
dog.
thing is, I think I had more Florida fans back than anybody. He's a fucking safety. What do you expect? He doesn't play press coverage. Like, bro, just chill, man.
Yeah, don't defend that shit. I knew once
There's
I
no
jumped
point,
in, there was
right?
gonna be a lot of people in there like, you spinning. All right, bro, I ain't got time.
Like, I almost defended it, and I was like, this ain't even my battle. But I care. I was like, you know what? Y'all stupid. Never mind. Let me log off.
Right. Well, now that's all I got, though, man. Hopefully, Jared Verse drops some news pretty soon. Other than that, man, we still on the lookout for. Also, and we're gonna get in this in a second. Our next segment in regards to the guys in the portal, but Mario Williams out of
Big
Oklahoma.
dog.
Oh yeah, real big dog.
Oh, y'all talking to him?
We reached out. We reached out. That shit ain't as far as that shit go. You feel me? Right.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, Mike.
Hello?
Right.
Hear the dunk in the background.
And the crazy thing, like hard, right? Like, heard that motherfucker trying to fix the transmission. That's what he heard. Right.
Putin out.
But like Harlan just said, he's going to USC. I mean, right when old boy entered the portal,
Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb. Yeah. You know, it was he entered right after him. So
this shit getting nasty, boy.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm not mad.
I love it, man. I love like the just the wild west of this shit.
I just say it for the cats that's getting bad advice. There's gonna be a lot of cats that's stuck in that portal that will never get out. That's the thing. That's the thing I hate about it. There's over 1,000 kids in the portal right now. It's just not feasible. I mean, it's cats that I know cats that entered the portal for Florida State like 3 years ago. They're still in the portal tweeting out the damn practice clips from 3 years ago at Florida State. So,
damn, bro,
shit's crazy. It's a tough spot to be honest with you.
I hope they working in the meantime.
That's right. You got to be doing something. But yeah, if you're a top big dog, then shit, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah, I like that, bro. Coaches leave. Them boys can say, you know what, I got some better options. I like the way Caleb Dad's handling it, man. Like some real business shit. I heard Georgia right now is the highest bidder in his shit, but his dad said that quarterback development matters a lot into where they're going next.
That's real, and Georgia hasn't done that at all, really.
At all. So it's gonna be interesting. What's up, Larry?
No, I say I don't hate it at all. Get money. I'm never mad at that. I'm just wondering, like, at what point do we just let's just not us because we clearly don't have that kind of power. Like, at what point does it just go to just like semi-pro ball?
I mean, that's what it's about to turn to.
And just Probably,
How
yeah.
Jimbo and them are setting up like contracts and structure, like this shit is eventually going to like
I
super
think
conference.
it's gonna
SEC
unionize.
is going to branch off and do its own thing. It's not going to be a part of the NCAA. Eventually, Big 12 is going to do it. Big 10, it's going to be super conferences that just play and then play for this big championship at the end. They already talked about like super conferences.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was curious, yeah,
that's what
because
shit.
I wonder at some point, I'm like, man, you ain't even got to go to school. I just, for what? Like, we just, you just paying people anyways. And again, I'm not mad.
Well, no,
Like,
they got it. They got to include like like
shit.
school.
That might be, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I love to look into the future. At
I
some
mean,
point.
if it does turn into them just paying, then it's just not a part of the school. It's just an independent league. And
Right.
then you take the school out of it. Now they just
Mhm.
sports teams.
Yeah,
You
and
know what I'm saying? But
I
I don't think if they get to the point where they're if they're doing that it's just still schools. You know what I'm saying? If there's people that can come play and not be a student athlete, a student and athlete, then it's just a league, independent league, and not a college sport anymore.
right. And I think, throughout the years, we've seen a lot of guys, because that's always been kind of one of our knocks is, they always go, oh, they get this education, right? And, we always kick back, yeah, whatever, bro. Like, we know a lot of this stuff is about these same kids that got pushed through elementary, middle, and high. They do the same thing just to get them on that college campus and just push them through because they're going to help win football games.
I think you need to keep the academic part of it, like intact, and I think it'll stay intact from everybody, like everybody involved, even like from the student. As like I got a kid, I think the incentive of I need to achieve and do well in high school and get the right grades and take the right tests to be able to get in college, all that needs to stay intact. For the
That's my hope.
culture, for the whole business, everything. Like you can't just take that out. Kids will be dropping out in like 10th grade just to go try to be
Right.
a football player.
And that you're right. That'd be the adverse effect. That my hope is
Right.
to keep
If there's
that
no,
going because
you got to get qualified to get in college to go make this type of money. You take that out of it, people. What's the point of going to high school? I could go like, and then you don't want that type of energy.
Right, because people fail to
Harlan.
realize even the top guys out of Florida State and Clemson and USC and UCLA. A lot of these guys don't make it at the next level. Still, you got to keep in mind that it is still a very difficult road to get there, regardless. And once you get there, your longevity and the amount of money in the career, it's only a few guys that the names we really, really know are the ones that are able to make a true career and build wealth and all after that. So yeah, I just want I hope that we keep that academic integrity and all to go with it because kids always chasing that dream as it is. Everybody want to play ball.
That's just too temporary, man. I think the education is very important. Now the NIL, all that shit is dope, but we got to be very cognizant that the education is very key, and that's really like the foundation of like building like wealth and stuff. It ain't just
because you're probably not going pro in sports,
right? And then your youth, like how young are you going to be to play this game? And like you got to make money your whole life, not just in your youth. Harlan, what you got? What you got, bro?
Yeah, so y'all were just talking about all this NIL stuff, and it questions me every time I see it. So we got Texas A&M dropping 30 to 35 million for one recruiting class. But we got FSU scraping together 12 million to make a football-only facility. UF is just now building their facility. UM has a 40-yard.
And my shit there though. Don't say just like we just barely got it done. We in there, bro.
So y'all behind though, like as far as
like I see it as like three or four teams are gonna run this shit within 5 years. Like I don't understand how. This can
got to spend money. I just said this earlier in the show, dog. Like whoever's spending the most money is winning the most. So like money got to get spent, bro.
4 schools, like that's it.
Yeah, it's a different type
Harlan,
of game.
you better throw my name. You better throw my school name into the motherfuckers that's spending a lot of money. I'm telling you right now, be respectful, bro.
Y'all ain't got
oil money different.
You ain't got
money, bro. You know what type of money the University of Florida got, dog? Texas A&M got bread, but we could play the same games they playing, dog. Like I don't know what y'all think the University of Florida is, but this shit could get funky around here. It's about to get funky.
Texas or Texas A&M.
It's about to be a lot of University of Florida players with a lot of cars real soon. This shit might look like Bama. There's been a lot of dealership NIL shit go down real fast.
Man, what Toyotas, some Camrys?
No. I'm just letting you know how them Bama boys is getting them deals. All that shit.
But you got to adjust that though. But like
what
Harlan said, like Texas, They set up a whole NIL deal with every offensive lineman get like $50K. What was that deal we spoke about a couple shows ago?
You're going to see a lot more of that, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's certain schools that can move a little different than other schools.
There's certain schools that are committed to it. Florida wasn't committed to it before. There was no buy-in of that shit. I think when we lost to Georgia this year, and the way Kirby Smart was talking greasy and crazy to us, and the way that Dan Mullen reacted to it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Like, Dan Mullen was just like, oh, we beat him last year. And motherfuckers weren't feeling that, dog. We got embarrassed, and everything afterward. The clips in the locker room came out. All that shit rubbed a lot of people in Gainesville the wrong way.
Kirby was hyping that shit, and Mullen was,
bro. They rubbing that shit in our face, man. And that shit lit a fire, dog. So the money is just, bro. Harlan, your question, dog. Like, whoever spends the most money. So if you're like, motherfuckers got to spend bread. That's just what it is. Or you're not gonna keep up.
So you don't think it's bad that it's going to end up being like 5 or 6 richest teams that they're only one?
Then you have the different farm leagues, right? Like I don't think the other programs just disappear.
That's going to ruin every. Like, it's not going to be college football no more.
That's what Larry said.
I mean, that's what I firmly do believe is going to happen.
I hate that.
In short time. Yeah, I don't like it, but
I'm not scared of it.
We'll see.
I'm not scared of change, bro. Like, I'm not scared for any of this shit changing, man. You just don't, like, we don't know what the possibilities are. Whenever there's change, there's always opportunity too. So, like, with that change, there's the opportunity for everybody to benefit, the players and everybody around college football. It's scary. It's different. I want to keep the education part intact, but I'm interested to see how it all unfolds, dog.
Oh, as am I. I mean, it got all in the day. We got the most titles, so I can live with that.
Oh yeah, you can keep like, I like that shit.
Stop the count.
I got more than you while I've been alive. That's the shit I be doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them shits before I wasn't here, I don't really give a fuck about them shits.
I've been alive since 1980.
You got all them shits, huh?
All of them. Yep. Anyway,
you didn't see like 2 of them though.
Hey brother, listen. Now you change and see you keep moving the goalpost.
No man, like the little
moving it.
I celebrate all 3 of mine, bro. You know what I'm saying? 2 of them I was grown, so I got. You know,
I celebrated 3. I give you that. I celebrated 3.
Celebrated 3.
I celebrated 2. 93. I celebrated 2.
93. What you was doing?
I was 3. Shit.
I was about to say you was 3, ain't it?
Yeah, I thought you saying you celebrated that one.
I'm about to say what did I say? Did I take 83?
No, like the little Miami fan that came in my mentions yesterday about, because I'm celebrating the
you came with violence to that man, bro. You called him a whole loser out here.
Like, no, I'm celebrating my damn punt return. Like, damn, we had I've been saying this how long? We had a fucking punt return that how damn long. This motherfucker catch, you run 30 yards. I'm excited for this shit. Oh, you're an FSU fan. You excited for damn. I can imagine myself. Like, all right, let's talk real quick, motherfucker. You can't imagine yourself being what now? Like, bro, you 20, you a young Miami fan at that, bro. You don't know what winning feels like.
Y'all just beat them people. They act like that shit don't even happen. They don't give a fuck about.
But
man, he lost it.
Man, we was in our 7th straight. They was the same. When Jimbo was like really big dick shit, like they was the same damn way. Like, man, fuck it. All season he was gonna talk like that shit ain't fucking happened the year before. Yep. That's one thing I give you fans. Them motherfuckers consistent with that shit.
Goddamn right. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to do that type of shit too.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers,
I come back and talk crazy, but at this point in life, dog, like I ain't got time to be spinning bullshit no more. If you trash, fuck you. I jump on the other side, dog. Now it's time to get a new coach.
I mean, man, he lost that game.
Yeah, the players was there too, though, and so was some fans.
Well, you said when it worked for you, it worked for you, so it worked for me too. Go ahead and get into this Gator shit. Yeah, this is why the show be so damn.
God damn, bro.
Right. we say it pre-show every time too. We just be kicking.
We just vibe.
Kicking the boy. I told you, man.
An hour and a half still in Big 3 talk.
Right. And we got one more left, one more segment left with it.
One more like this. Let's get into my Gator talk, man. We did have an exit. Mahmoud Diabate is going to Utah.
1-0.
You think they're gonna get us at the top of the year?
Oh yeah.
Man, AR about to take that boy up through there.
No, I think Utah legit. I think
him
legit.
tackling. I tell you that shit right now.
That's what people say. Someone on the timeline said, "I hope we run right at that motherfucker." That's what somebody on the timeline was saying.
Nah, Utah gonna do their thing, man.
We're gonna beat the shit out of Utah.
I feel bad. Yeah, the QB got hurt, man. That was a good game.
That was a good game.
He was cutting loose, boy.
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna Yeah,
And
I think Utah wins it if he sticks in the game. But
man, that receiver from Ohio State went nuts. But yeah,
I'm
that was
low
a good
key.
game.
I'm
Yeah,
like I text TJ back Larry, but I'm low key hearing that Mario Williams shit might be down to some Napier Cristobal battle.
Oh
yeah.
hell no.
I'm just letting you know what I'm hearing. The smoke I'm hearing.
That'd
Sometimes
be,
some smart. It just be the weed
that'd
smoke.
be that'd be real
But
interesting for the next show if that is the case.
man, that's what I'm saying, man. This shit, this little heat that I'm hearing, and this is a solid source.
Well,
But Mario Williams is seriously considering both Florida and Miami.
Very good. We'd love to have him.
I just got that text. We made a coaching hire. Mike Peterson, former Gator, played with us 95, 98, a legend. All SEC linebacker. Worked with our strength and conditioning program with when he first got out of the league. Went over to South Carolina, worked under Steve Spurrier over. I'm sorry, Muschamp over there at South Carolina. Still at South Carolina. Was still at South Carolina with Shane Beamer, and we just hired him over to our outside linebacker coach position. I think Billy did a great job of like putting a lot of great recruiters and the big names on the staff, especially on the defensive side of the ball. A lot of people was worried about all the Louisiana ties and saying that we probably need somebody with some Florida pedigree and some Florida relationships. Mike Peterson was a perfect hire. He played in Florida, born in Gainesville, played at Jacksonville Jaguars. Like to me, you couldn't get a better hire. The other guy that we was going to have at this position that they were considering was Chris Rumph, who's at the Chicago Bears. There still would have been a lack of no Florida presence if we had Chris Rumph on. I like either hire. I don't think we could have went wrong, but I think Rumph, like recruiting wise, none of these guys, neither one of them are like known as like these elite recruiters. They're good recruiters. Mike Peterson is known as a solid recruiter, nothing too great. We'll see what he do with the logo and with Billy Napier. And we hired a whole bunch of motherfuckers. I don't want to get to all these off the field positions. Billy's hiring an army of a lot of people, a lot of different social media positions, NIL positions.
That's another thing. I ain't never seen, bro. That gotta be the most creative shit. That if you ever want anything this all season, it's the goddamn title war. These motherfuckers are creative as hell when it comes to these titles. It's been real interesting to see these damn hires and the titles they've been coming up with these hires.
The thing about it is like, you look at Georgia and they got the same type of titles. They just ain't announced all the motherfuckers.
Y'all been announcing all them motherfuckers. Yeah, that's what it is.
But we're getting a staff like that's what I said. We're trying to match everything everybody else doing. Our staff is going to be bigger than Georgia's staff.
They announced nutritionist to the nutritionist hire.
Yeah, because we took her back from Georgia.
Nutritionist to the nutritionist to the nutritionist.
The assistant nutritionist.
She the JV. She the JV cafeteria.
Yeah, JV. Snack lady. Yeah.
Well, if she makes the smoothies good, we'll upgrade her.
I ain't knocking it. Just don't nobody care about that shit. You and Dan.
No, I definitely care about it, dog. I care about the size of my staff. I want to know if we got a bigger off the field staff than Georgia. Only one team in the country got a bigger off the field staff, and we second. I like that type of energy because we was down there last in the SEC. We was down by Vandy just in the SEC. Fuck the country.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So we're in a different type of category.
Let's just hope that translates into W.
No, but that's like the conversation.
It's going to translate into talent. And
that's just the conversations we've been having, though, man. Just how the 3 in June, like ain't no fucking way in hell Florida, you feel me, should be in the bottom in regards to off the field stuff like with Van. That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
There's too much bread around here, man. Let me see what we got. Transfer wise, there's been a lot. I mean, shit. Louisiana folks is not feeling. They was cool and friends with us at first. They're like, oh man, you guys are gonna love Billy. He's just such a great guy. Perfect hire. We're like Gators, and you guys are like Raging Cajuns and shit. I was like, yeah, boy, y'all boys cool. And then Billy started taking their players and their coaches, and they got them videographer, and they scratch therapists, and they massage therapists.
Billy taking the hoes too.
They ain't feeling that shit, so we took. He said, he took what?
He taking the hoes too.
In the words of Money Mike, everything gotta go. Maybe you.
Maybe you. These hoes is for everybody.
He brought a couple of players over with him. Cameron Waits is a transfer offensive tackle freshman. Hasn't played a lot. didn't play football, basketball player, originally out of Texas, 6'8", 372, like a crazy numbers how big this kid is. Moves well, athletic, but a project. I like the offer. I like that he came over. I like that take from Billy. Our offensive trenches is terrible. I think Billy evaluates well the offensive line.
Shit.
Osiris Torrance, what's up?
No, I'll say that Osiris kid. He just got offered by Clemson as well.
Clemson, LSU, Auburn, Ole Miss. Lane has offered. He's getting like in 247 just gave him 4 stars as a transfer. So I like the way they evaluate in the trenches. That's why Cameron Waits is a project, but I think he's a very athletic project, a guy that can move well on the basketball court, great feet. And if these guys evaluate well, so I like that take, and I think we land Osiris Torrance on the 4-star transfer out of Louisiana. We need a lot of help in the trenches, so get my trenches right. I like both of those. Montrell Johnson is another guy from Louisiana that's transferring. Freshman running back, put up 838 yards. Sun Belt freshman of the year. Talented guy. And I see us poaching him as well. He's in the portal right now.
I see why them people hate y'all. I
get it, bro.
The little talent they got, it like taking everything.
Dog, they took everything, dog.
Yeah, you can't take my
shit.
players.
No, I think even a coach even tweeted some shit out of said some shit.
Yeah, like, and Billy recommended the new coach. Like, that's his boy, and he was just talking about integrity and all that type of shit. But what do they think is supposed to happen? Like, yeah, dog, I showed y'all how to do it.
Yeah, but you going to Florida, man. Leave me mine, man. Let me keep this.
Yeah, I can see both sides. I can see both sides.
I mean, I get,
you taking some guys too.
I'm offering my friend. I brought all these people, and I offer all my people. That's what you're supposed to do, right? If you lead the squad, you the.
Well, then take all of them, not just the cream of the crowd.
He took almost all that shit, bro.
He offered the fourth string guard.
Yeah, he left some of no, you can't take the whole roster, but yeah, you take the best. Like, I get that, but the employment part of it, like, of course he's supposed to bring all his staff. Not all of them, but I get why if they talented, he won with them. Yeah, I'm gonna offer them jobs. That's the crew. That's how I got here. But he did leave some positional coaches. We left him some shit. We'll hire that whole city. They talk to us greasy, Larry.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
People had the spaces going at like 1 a.m, bitching about Bill. I'm like, I thought we was coming to the fan reunion and shit. What happened to that?
That shit went left when Billy
hurt them people, man. They was winning a little bit, you know. People were smelling their cologne in the city and things of that nature. They was puffing up the LSU a little bit.
Yeah, right. It was.
Well, they say nobody wins when the family feuds.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I wasn't about to go to the reunion anyway, CJ.
Right.
It was weird to me. Like, man, like, y'all too nice. Get away from here. Goddamn, I lose my best coach ever. I'm gonna be happy with the people.
Right. I ain't happy. Yeah, the best one we had, and things are going well. Which, I mean, they've had some success in some recent years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't happy for you. A few years ago, I mean, they've had not consistent. But
all right, before I get into let me finish my visits and shit first. There's some Shamar Stewart smoke out there. We're in his ear. We're trying to get him on campus. All this shit that's going on right now with a lot of the big time recruits and the visits is like a lot of the shit you're hearing with Jimbo. Negotiation, NIL, recruiting is not recruiting no more. When these phone calls and shit is going down right now these days, it's business talk. It's numbers, resources. What can you do for me? Yeah. That's the type of shit's going on right now. So recruiting is a little bit different.
A whole lot different.
Right. So hopefully we can get him on campus. We'll see. I know he's interested. I know we're going back and forth. Jacoby Matthews is a kid I feel real good about. 4-star safety. He's going to end up as a 5-star, 4-star safety out of Louisiana. Prior relationship with Corey Raymond and LSU. So we have the relationship there. Billy and that whole staff all from Louisiana. A lot of Louisiana vibes. I think he wants to play with Kamari Wilson. They real tight, real buddy. I feel real good about him. He's coming to visit on January 14th. We'll see how that visit works out. TJ Dudley is another guy, 4-star linebacker, formerly committed to Oregon, out there with Mario. I feel good about him as well. We haven't officially even offered him, right? Like, there's no official offer on paper, but I don't know what the deal is there, but I expect the offer to come out soon. If that offer hits the streets, or you see it go out on Twitter, that's very good news for us. Harold Perkins also will be in on the 14th. Committed to Texas A&M right now. It's gonna be interesting to see, like, all this shit's business. So we'll see how it all works out. He's coming in with a lot of studs. That 14th date is gonna be real. I mean, if I actually got that date lined up. See who all I got on the 14th. Kevontae Henry, 4-star edge rusher, defensive end, committed to Michigan right now. He's coming on the 14th. Jacoby Matthews, Miguel Mitchell, a safety, athlete, nickel position. Shamar James is already committed, signed. He'll be there. I said Harold Perkins, Trevor Etienne, TJ Dudley, Imarian Winston, and Caleb Douglas all be in on the 14th.
That's a loaded weekend. Heavy weekend now.
It should be. We're gonna see how it all plays out, but that should be a big weekend of just, we'll see what this staff could do. If they can land some of this, but the business is already better. The recruiting and the buzz. We'll see what Billy could do. Y'all got any questions recruiting wise?
Nah.
Gotta see how the business play out, I guess.
Transfer, like CJ was trolling my goddamn transfer, but the office started pouring out. People kind of vibed on that.
Yeah.
Call me Raging Gators.
I didn't see
Get me on that one. I bid on that one. Like, God damn.
The Raging Gators.
Come on, cuz. There's only so much I could take, fam.
Yeah, somebody called y'all a damn TV show or something. Raging Cajun Gators or something like that.
No, I just said the Raging Gators.
Nah, it was bigger than that. I'll see if I can find it, but yeah. I mean, I didn't, because like I heard he was like a bench rider, but I didn't hear he's a freshman.
Huh?
And, then I ain't hear about all these other offers pouring in.
No, that's the other one. That's the other one.
Oh, okay.
I think there's two offensive, which clarify for me, it's two offensive linemen, right?
Yeah, it's two offensive linemen. So Cameron Waits is the transfer that's already on campus. He's a
that's
freshman.
the one that's kind of iffy, right?
Yeah, he's the one. Yeah, he's the upside. He's the upside guy.
Okay.
They pretty much.
The other one is the guy. Yeah, the other one is the guy.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I hear a little stuff come across.
Osiris Torrance is the 4-star transfer that often that everybody's like kind of whole SEC's kind of offering right now.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
We'll see what's up.
Yeah, I ain't got time to be picking on kids and stuff all day, man. I see the little trolls. I'll be like, all right. They send it to me sometimes.
Yeah, it's just different now. So I try to approach it different. Like, I don't even troll like these FCS offers. Like, we used to fuck with y'all about all them shit's panned out. Osborne, like that. Right. That's what the game is now. So once the game changed, you can't still have the same old ass trolls.
The same trolls.
You gotta adjust. Like, okay, now that shit is how people. That's a farm league now. And most of the time when they go and get those type of players, they scouted them. They know these kids can ball. They're a little bit older, mature. It ain't just some bullshit they slinging at the wall, man. It's the analysts and shit that they paying that we were talking about.
It's farm league. Somebody else developed
right.
them. They got their weight up.
And I would take
up some problems in their game.
Right, and I would take these, and that was my take. Why I think, and I still think, like, I'm not mad at my 15th ranked take. I said now, I'm not. That shit's not out of the question.
Where you guys at right now?
We like 50 or some wild shit.
Darian, where you guys at?
Shit, I don't know.
Well, I stand by like my take of like, even because they're giving these transfer portal kids rankings, right? I'd rather take a 4-star transfer from Louisiana that's been a grown ass man that I know can play right away, already Sun Belt lineman, running back of the year, than some 3-star project kid. Hurts high school recruiting, but if I need a proven guy to use a Scally on, it's a farm league system with some better film.
Yeah, and they playing against better competition. It just makes sense at that point. We 48th right now. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Watch the finish.
Where y'all at, bro? Where y'all at, CJ?
18th or something?
No.
We might catch y'all, cuz. Fucking around.
14.
14, yeah.
We might could pull up on y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all probably can. I think we're done high school wise. I don't think they're really taking any. I usually, prior to the portal, if you whiff on some guys on December, you could let me reach out some guys that may be lower down on my board a little bit and offer them, or may have offered them or told them we're going to wait a little bit. You could do that type of deal for for some 3-star guys, but I don't even think we won't even take any more high school guys at this point.
Right. All right, where we at with it? That's it. We got a big 3 talk.
I hope.
Quite the extravaganza, man. Shout out to the great folks at Brunt Insurance and Financial Services. Anything you need insured from the Panhandle to the Keys, visit bruntinsurance.com or give them a call at 954-589-2204. Home, car, boat, motorcycle, life insurance, anything you may need insured. bruntinsurance.com. Greg, what it do, my dude?
We need a little noise right there.
You think so?
Yeah.
I like that awkward silence sometimes, though. That should be all right.
It feels weird as shit to me. So then I just say do.
Yeah. Breakout. So how you feeling? Go Dogs? Big win?
Go Dogs, y'all. I called it. Did I not? We doing? Oh no, we ain't did that part yet.
We might as well do the picks. Let's do the picks real quick. Y'all want to do the picks, or y'all want to talk playoffs? They're gonna seem a little backwards.
It's the same thing, really, though, right? Well, I guess we do the picks.
Kinda, sorta.
Yeah, we can do the pick. Well, we can do the picks. Let Harlan talk about the overall picks, and then we can talk about the playoffs.
Get our takes off. Yeah. Let's go through the. We talk bullshit as he randomly talk about the games. How about that?
Yeah,
Harlan, let's go, baby.
Let me knock out prize picks. It's plenty of time. It's a time to make money, fellas. If y'all want to make money on this stuff, man. The playoffs this year, college football playoffs, NFL playoffs coming up. You can hit a lick on prize picks. All right, so prize picks is the easy way to play daily fantasy. It's daily fantasy simplified. It's just you versus the projected numbers. You can choose from yards, TDs, fantasy points, and much more. You can also pick from football, M&A, boxing, and soccer. Download prize picks right now, and they'll match your deposit 100% of the $100. Again, if you download prize picks right now, they will match your deposit 100% of the $100. Use promo code RollUp. Prize picks, baby.
I ain't even gonna lie, like I'm about to do some prize picks, bro. I keep lying every week. Yo, I'm gonna do one this week. I ain't done that shit yet.
I do. I still do. You can mix and match them too. You could do like NBA, college. You can match long.
Do it all together.
Yep.
I be moving. I don't know. I said shit was gonna slow. I'm ready. I'm like ready to go, but I don't be having time to like keep up with betting shit. You got to be on your shit when you betting. You can't be out here lollygagging, as my dad like this.
Right.
You can't be out here lollygagging, dog, playing with your money, dog. If you ain't focused on gambling, you can't just be out here just, you know what I'm saying, bullshit.
Lazy.
Harlan said earlier that someone kind of took the lead, man. Let's see who did
got
it.
Harlan? I don't remember even making no bold picks last week, but let's see what I did.
So at the start of last week, we had CJ at 4-4, Silk at 4-4, Larry on at 6-2, and I was at 6-2 because I joined the bold picks for this year.
I want to flex on this, bro.
Oh, it's not me that came out the lead. I'll go ahead and tell you. So we picked 11 bowl games. Larion was the only one to get South Carolina. Larion was the only one to get Purdue.
Shit.
Everybody picked Michigan State. Everybody picked Wake. Silk was the only one to miss Washington State. CJ and Silk were the only one to miss Notre Dame. Silk was the only one to miss Penn State. CJ and Silk were the only one to miss Iowa.
Man, what the fuck?
Larion was the only one to miss Utah. Everybody got Bama cover, and then CJ and Silk were the only ones to miss Michigan.
I picked Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did?
So
I had to, bro. I'm Gator fan.
Listen to this. For the week, Larion went 10-1 in 11 games.
Damn,
And I went 9-2. But Larion should have laid some damn money on his picks because he done made a fortune.
No, he just throwing shit at the wall, man. He had a flu game. He had that Rona last time, dog.
That's what it was. So
I won my bottle. Y'all want to see my bottle? I put it on my Instagram story. I can go get it for you.
This man went 16-3 in bowl picks. That's pretty hard to do.
That's amazing. Shout out to Larion, man. That's dope shit.
Go get my cutie pie and bring on here with me. My little thing.
That's real dope.
I made real picks.
I don't even remember my picks, dog.
I remember thinking as the games was playing, I was like, man, I think I'm doing pretty good. But I didn't, I don't write none of it down. We just, as you call them live, all right, I call them games.
For real this time. For real this time. For real this time.
Yeah,
I wasn't playing. We'll see for real this week.
Yeah, as we announced, that's when I call it out. So we only got one game this week.
They only one game. But let's talk about the playoffs real quick before we jump into that one game. Shit was a bloodbath, both sides. I don't think
Bro, the
neither.
crazy part about it though, after the Batman Cincy game, I was like, shit. Okay, now we get to the real game and whatnot. And shit, the
Real.
Batman Cincy game was better than the
It was more
Georgia Michigan
interesting.
game, right?
I seen the very first play or the very first series. I seen how Georgia was pushing the people around the trench.
Oh
I said,
yeah,
dog, this shit about to go crazy.
it was
Both
different.
series, both ways. I seen the trench play, and I was like, dog, Michigan ain't lining up to them people, man, size and strength wise. Like this shit gonna get ugly. It's first drive.
Man, the fucking coin toss. When the motherfuckers walk out to the field, you can see the damn difference on the damn side. Like, man, the boys.
See, uh, and then there was a stat out there that said Jim Harbaugh never had a recruiting class in the top 10. So if he had won, it'd been the first, like, or the second team ever.
Really?
I think Dabo had one. That would have been the second team ever to make it to a national championship without getting a top 10 class. But the lack of talent showed up in that shit. Like it was a different caliber of talent.
I mean, they beat Harbaugh so fucking bad. This motherfucker think about coming back to the damn NFL right now.
That's why he been getting back all that money. He been trying to warm them up to, hey, bitch, I'm out of here.
I did not. I wouldn't have thought he never got a
I'll
top
take him
10.
in Jacksonville right now.
Yeah, I think Michigan be talking to them recruiting at some point in time. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I think they had one top 10 recruiting class. Maybe one. But I think there was some
but
stat about
none
them.
under him.
No, under him.
But no,
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So nobody playing was on the top 10 class.
Correct.
Gotcha.
but just
I figured he
matchup wise
had at
though,
least
man.
one.
But just matchup wise and scheme like that shit. What Michigan was trying to do this play right into what Georgia wanted to do.
That shit too. I mean,
You can't run down that
forgot
throat.
that
You
Dan
can't pass
Mullen took this
sideline to
man up through
sideline.
there in a big time New Year's Six bowl. Like we took him up through there, and he had a more talented team on paper with Jabril Peppers and all them guys, and we blew them the fuck out. And it looked like we had a faster, bigger, stronger team. I don't know what the fuck. And Michigan usually not smaller than people.
Yeah.
You'll
different
find
animal.
very few Michigan and Ohio State teams that are
Yeah.
smaller than other people.
But the crazy part about it, like I said, it's just the one time that we know the formula to beat Georgia to have success on that defense is to have a good quarterback and attack them vertically, right?
Yeah.
The only time Michigan did that, they had some success. I think they scored that drive. The rest, like sideline passes,
Yeah.
it was one play where Dean was on the opposite side of the field. It was a swing pass, and he basically just ran the running back down and made the tackle for like two. Like shit like that, you can't do against Georgia. You can't run down their throats. You can't do that screen shit sideline to sideline. It's just not going to work too fast as a defense. You got to have a quarterback. First, you got to protect, first of all, because they had motherfuckers coming all day at Michigan. They just couldn't protect really. So first, you got to protect, which Bama has done. That Bama did do against Georgia. You got to have a quarterback that can make those type of throws. You got to have receivers that can win those type of matchups. And if you don't really have that, man, you don't have no shot against Georgia. And it showed in the game on Saturday. Well, not Saturday, Friday. My bad.
And then the Bama and Cincy game, I saw especially coming out early. I was like, man, Bama getting on some
Bama
old school
laid
shit.
on them,
They
man.
just
They ran the ball.
That's it. Yeah, they was like, we ain't gonna get too cute.
Yeah, they try to keep it vanilla.
Yeah, and it looked old. It looked like old Bama. I was like, bro, this is like some old school Bama shit. Yeah, they just gonna lean on them up front and just gash them.
2012 Bama.
Yeah, I believe the back had a career day that day. So you're just looking at understanding their strengths and just coaching it. There was no need to pull out anything.
I tell you this though too, like I still was shocked at how like Cincinnati defensive line, how well they did against Alabama's offensive line versus Georgia.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They still was like because Cincinnati was getting off a little bit on their defense, was doing their thing. Now Georgia wasn't just doing whatever they wanted to do. They had to like that first half, they had to earn it. And the defensive line was doing very well on Bama's offensive line, and like that success, Florida's success with their defensive line, Jimbo and them success. A lot of people have had success, even LSU, Auburn. I think got a bunch of sacks on them or some shit like 7 sacks, and then seeing Georgia like I don't know. I thought that was strange. I'm interested to see if they can maintain that one more game because the consistent thing has been Alabama offensive line to struggle. But for one game against one of the better units in the country, they played very well. So I just want to see if that sustains again.
And also, man, it's hard as hell. We just seen it before, man. It's hard as hell to be the team twice.
Yeah,
Man, Bama done it. That's how they done this shit several. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
yeah.
That's what he was saying in that
troublesome.
polls. That's what Nick Saban was saying in that poll. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit y'all about to say. Rat poison. That's what they should. That's an album cover. That shit should be called Rat Poison.
Mm-hmm. With his picture, with the smirk.
Yeah, with parental advisory at the bottom.
I thought Cincy's cornerbacks played really well too. I thought those guys had good days.
That's my number one corner in the motherfucking draft right now, dog.
Yeah,
Sauce.
Yeah, Sauce, and the other kid did pretty well too. Kobe Bryant. So I mean, I thought Cincy went out there, and like you mentioned it before. Other teams have better success, but that was one of the knocks on Georgia this year too, is elite pass rushing. They don't really seem to have, that pressure off the edge that's really getting
that consistent guy.
Yeah, right, and consistently doing that. I mean, we know they completely trashed the run, so they're gonna have to draw up something this week. When it's time to play Bama to get the pressure on them.
Oh, you talking about Georgia? Yeah, they gotta draw some shit up, man.
They're gonna have to get creative in order to get back there. You're gonna have to disrupt them. I mean, the kid's he's elusive as it is, but you cannot allow him. I mean, we saw what happened last time. He sat back there and just had a toss around party. He just sat back there and just carved it up.
Right.
It was real bad for them. But I thought, honestly, man, Cincy, I thought fought a good fight in that game for the talent they had to line up against them. I thought they schemed as well as they could to try to, again, the Jimmys and the Joes, they tried to outdo them. I think, Luke stick around. They may be able to build some stuff there. They may be able to, get somewhat competitive.
Man, Luke got to go find a real ass offense, man. That shit look crazy.
Yeah, maybe they made it look crazy. I know Will Anderson.
Yeah, he got to find a real offense.
I didn't know he wasn't out of there.
You just gotta be more explosive when you playing the big boy programs like that shit. Like he had an opportunistic like 10. I don't know if they go undefeated, they get that shot again.
Hell no. That shit dead.
You see what I'm saying? So I thought like you need a more explosive offense, man, because as a program that
he's going to the Big 12, so in the future possibly, but this G5 in general.
Oh yeah, he ain't never gonna go undefeated again. If he's going to the Big 12, we cancel all that shit. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just wasting air.
Well, now I mean, you got to remember a lot of other things happening.
If their offense ain't explosive enough to survive in no Big 12, you got to go get points in the Big 12.
Yeah, you got to.
You got to change some shit offensively than hang in the Big 12.
Well, that's just modern football, period. I mean, SEC, it's modern football. You got to score. That's just what it is. But I'll say that.
Well, hell, when you look at the Big 12 championship, was Baylor versus Oklahoma State. That's your defensive game. But I definitely understand what you guys said. You got to
oddly enough,
right, traditionally, both of those programs air it out.
Yeah. And then both look with the changes. Their DC was a hot commodity for Oklahoma State.
That's probably the change that happened as far as like scoring, and Aranda is a defensive guy, so you see how strong they are defensively.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. That's what I think was the game changer. And oddly enough, they end up in the title game. But you got to remember too, Cincinnati made it really. Also, for the fact that they beat Notre Dame was a big part of it. That really was out there. And
that's the reason they was in, to be honest with you. Once they beat Notre Dame and won out, you got to put them in there.
Right, because then other teams took that second loss and just X'd them out. So with Notre Dame didn't lose again, but they beat Notre Dame.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier, the shit have played out, and it literally played out with
itself out.
Oregon losing, Ohio State losing, it just played out.
Right. So it could happen again. I mean, a team like Cincinnati could be in that situation, but they're going to have to make sure they schedule.
They got to have that one game.
They got to have at least that one. And they did beat 2 ranked teams, right? It was Notre Dame and...
It was SMU, I believe, but I mean, it's SMU.
Yeah, SMU, yeah. And they had lost, I think, right before that week, before they beat them. So they had dropped down to like 22 or something like that.
Yeah.
What y'all got, man? You going dogs? What you got for this matchup?
Oh, man.
Different. Here we go. Difference maker on each side of on each team. What you think's the difference? Player wise, scheme wise. Don't just give me. I think Georgia win and a score, but give me why you think the team win.
I think the difference will be is what we just spoke on, lack of pass rush from Georgia. I think it's going to be, they've got to draw it up. It's going to be critical. If they're not able to get disruptive some kind of way through the middle of the pocket is best normally, and they got big boys up there, so maybe try to blitz some of those gaps.
Davis. My man named Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He be tired, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
For me, yeah, but then his backup, nice.
Nah,
He the 5-star.
but what Bama do, like when they get him on the field, all right, keep
They
his
just
big
gonna
ass on
keep
the field. Let's go.
going.
Let's tire his big ass.
Tired of the bit.
It's one rep they keep playing on Twitter where they snapped the ball and he just stood up and just shook hands with the center of the eye.
Motherfuckers out of there, boy.
You got it.
Yeah.
Out of there.
It'd be like that. So, y'all know I'm tired. Y'all bitches cheating.
10
So somebody, goddamn it.
10 plus play drives and bitches going fast so you can't sub. Ooh.
Yeah.
So to
Can't
me,
even make it to the goddamn next snap.
the key to victory will be Georgia's ability to be disruptive in the backfield, and they're gonna need to bring young boy down a few times in the game, I believe. So
I don't think they can afford the blitz though. Not Bryce.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the problem. You got to get there with four more
gambling.
regularly. If you got to send people a lot, that motherfucker gonna make you pay.
He gonna kill you. See, so those are my two key players. You got Williamson is one, and Davis is the other. So if Davis can play like he played all season, if he can play like he played all season, aside from the Bama game, okay, you may be cooking with some because Bama, like Silvia said, they struggled. Offensive line has struggled in certain games. Against Florida, against different teams, against Cincy this past week in certain situations, against different teams, A&M too. The offensive line has struggled. So those are the two key players of the game because you know what Williams did the last time. He just completely did anything he wanted to against Bama. Against Georgia. Of course, Bryce had to give him the ball, but he was just the best player on the field that day. So those are the two key players, in my opinion, for each team to have success. Is Williams to do what he's been doing all year, and for Davis to do what he's been doing all year. Aside from that SEC championship game, and as we all know, that was the big key in the game. Them not being able to get pressure on Bryce and him being able to do whatever he wants to. And I agree with Silk. If you do bring pressure, they'll probably bring N'Kobe Dean a couple times, but if you do it consistently, you're kind of gambling. So I don't know, man. You're not counting. You are gambling. So you just
you gotta gamble.
When you junior and you sending them blitzes, the pops, like he gave you the blitz package, bro. That's why it's more even like saving his pops. Bryce went 421 yards on them people. That's the second time Georgia has allowed more than 400 yards since Kirby Smart took over in 2016. I think the most notable thing of the game, the missing piece of that was very critical in the first half of the last game is Michi. He's out. Mm-hmm. So that's a critical thing. Bama got more guys that could go play, but Michi's different. I think they'd be just fine. I think they play vanilla against. Yeah, I think they play vanilla against Cincy because they got some wrinkles and some things that they go at Georgia.
Like you said, the majority just wanted to kind of bully them guys a little bit. They knew how the game would go.
Yeah, my feel, I got Bama because I got to cheer for one of these people. I wish we could have got a Michigan Cincy national championship. That would have been the best thing for me, but unfortunately, it didn't work out. I wouldn't have gave a shit about y'all trolls. Y'all could have called the SEC ass. I wouldn't have lost no sleep. I wouldn't have gave two shits.
Tucked in. All right, so turn the game on.
We talk about being a better man and all that type of deal, right?
It's a 2.5 game. 2.5 spread.
Not even that. So Kirby's 0-4 versus. No, we talk about all the assistants losing, but Kirby is 0-4 versus Saban. We just talk about Jimbo being the only one. He's 0-4 versus Saban, and he's had a lead in all those games too and lost the lead.
I mean,
pulled it out every time.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're a gambling man, you here.
You run out of gas with money in your pocket.
Hey,
terrible.
I ain't never ran out of gas.
I have with money in my pocket. Like, God, just forgot.
I never in my life.
Never ran out of gas.
Gainesville,
I never ran out of gas.
And ran out of gas. The scariest shit of my life. It wasn't that 75 at the turnpike though, but I got off on the exit when the gas light came on, thinking like it was gonna be like a gas station right there, and it wasn't. And ran out of gas, bro.
That'd be that hurt. You got more on gas. You got to drive a little bit to find some shit.
Oh shit, is scary.
And you pushing it? Oh yeah.
And I pulled it out.
Yeah.
with a pocket full of money.
All right, so let's get official
That's
picks
Kirby
on the
Smart.
Game. I'll go
pocket
first.
Full of money, he gonna put out.
I'll go first. You know what, man? It's the magic hour. Somehow, some way, Georgia
Go
gets this
Dogs.
thing figured out. The Braves won this year. It's a Georgia year, man. It's a little magic in the air with Georgia this year, man. Georgia gonna finally get over this hump, man. Records are made to be broken. Somehow, he gonna finally beat Nick and get this ring, man, and bring it on back to Georgia, man. Sheesh.
You keep doing it. You about to get a score?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a score. I wasn't gonna do a score, but I'm Georgia in a thriller.
It's gonna be a thriller.
31-27, Georgia.
It's gonna be no. You ain't got enough points.
It's gonna be more than that.
Yeah, I
Good.
think somebody gonna get a lot of like. I don't know if Georgia's gonna keep up.
If Georgia,
Nick gonna go get a lot of points.
if Bama score more than 30, I don't see Georgia.
Keeping up. I don't think
Yeah.
Stetson. He ain't that
Well,
guy.
I called it 31-27, so yeah.
All right, here we go. I think Alabama has been the underdog 13 times since 2009 SEC championship against Florida. 3 times.
Three
Three
times
times
in
over
13
13 seasons.
Yeah.
They've been underdogs 3 times in 13 seasons. Each one of those games, they was underdog. It was against Florida, SEC championship game, Georgia. And that's it. Florida and Georgia. I think Georgia twice. They won by respectfully 19, 28, and 17 as underdogs. Never lost as the underdog. Give me Nick Saban, bro, just because he posing like a gangster in pictures and shit and letting his nuts hang, dog. He's the GOAT. And that's just what he do, man. So if people called it a down year, and that shit ain't looking down right now. And Bryce Young, I think, is a difference maker. Both teams are loaded with 5 stars, elite blue chippers, blue chip versus blue chip. So it comes down to X and O. I do think Kirby Smart is a good X and O defensive guy. He got some wits. He's gonna have some wrinkles. They have a good staff. So it's gonna be some good coaching. But I think the difference maker is at Bryce. I think Bryce is special. I think they got a blitz to get to him, and when they blitz, he gonna make their ass pay.
Yeah, I said that when he kicked our ass. Boy, it's special.
But that wasn't no hard feat shit.
Whatever. You got
Trav,
hype when y'all
come
barely
on, bro.
lost.
We did that. Trav did that from the crib. What the hell y'all need Bryce for? Trav did it.
This
He
man,
got a
dog.
shirt that's
he
scored
did.
platinum.
80 yards on y'all ass for the drive, passing that bitch.
So he's as good as Bryce Young?
No,
No,
I'm just saying,
that's the
don't take
point.
a Bryce Young.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever. I said that way for Trav whooped our ass. I know that man was going to blow that game. He's a dumbass coach. Dumbass coach. Good luck, Penn State. Going to be unhappy Valley in a minute. The way them boys got ran all over. Everybody said, man, he already coaching?
That's what the word was in the ball.
That was the word on the tweets was. They said, yo. They said, I think Manny already coaching them boys. Boys getting walked.
Silk, what's your score?
Give me. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game, but I think Stetson's gonna put out when we get into like the 30s. I think they start running out of gas. So give me 40, 31, something like that, 33, something weird.
They need to run more. They had success with that, and they got away from it early.
You can't. I mean, you can do that shit, but them motherfuckers go score in 3 seconds a few times. You mess around and have a 3 and out or some weird shit. Then it gets weird.
I mean,
You just keeping pace.
that's one reason to run it. If I'm having success, then I keep the ball out of your hands.
You gotta be balanced because Bama ran the ball as well, but it's about explosive runs. Like that 3 yards in the cloud of dust shit ain't gonna be it.
What if I'm getting 6 a run? There ain't no need in getting away from it. And I know you can hit me in the gut like that, right?
Also, Miami and Florida is battling. Mario Williams for that January 14th visit.
Okay.
That's what they're battling for. I think he already got other visits set up. That January 14th is the free one that Miami and Mario and Billy is fighting for. I just got some clarity.
See what's going on there. First little square up.
No, I don't think it's the first one.
Country ass.
Man,
Y'all couldn't get Kamari down there. He told me, like, nah, man, Billy at Costco with my mama right now picking out
That's cool.
peaches and apples and shit.
No doubt, bro. Best of luck.
Oh,
to that guy.
garbage bags.
Best
Shout
of
out
luck
to Billy
that
for
guy.
pulling up the Costco, man.
Yeah,
What we got
safety,
next?
correct?
No, I gotta get my damn scoring pick.
Oh, yeah. What you got?
Man, it's tough.
Man, Stetson could always shit the bed. What y'all feel about Stetson? Y'all think he can win it all?
That's what I'm saying, man. That's the
God
thing.
damn, I just don't that
I'm-
mailman
I'm-
ass motherfucker could win it
Yeah,
all.
yeah. I do think Kirby. I do think the best thing that happened to Georgia was what happened in the SEC championship game. So it shows some flaws and it shows some stuff that they can correct on film. But at the same time, man, we said it on the show prior. When you get to these type of games, SEC championship games, going to the playoffs, you got to have a quarterback. The difference.
Did it not feel to you last time though that like even when Bama jumped out, they took the foot off the gas, like they didn't want to show too much because we're gonna see these people again?
Oh yeah, it could have got.
It felt that way
because he was throwing a bitch left and right. He had 400 some pass. He
And
could have
then
had.
they
He
shut
could have had
that
500 if he wanted to.
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, at
I'm
that
gonna-
point, put your gun up.
This is tough, dog. I don't know. All right, no shit. I don't know. I want to go with the quarterback, man. But then last week, Georgia really just fucking dominated that whole game. It was like, man, I don't know these motherfuckers could win this shit. I'm gonna bet with the.
I
GOAT.
just think like
I'm gonna
the
bet with
difference,
quarterback.
like crazy shit. You just said that how they dominated. Made them motherfucker look like they were Vandy or something.
It
It
really
That
really
was
did.
did.
Michigan
That shit
out
was
there.
crazy.
It
dog.
really did.
Like, the fuck.
Well, they
Oh,
Heisman
man.
Trophy
Yeah.
I
candidate.
don't need to start my New Year's off with watching Georgia beat the
That
shit
D-
out of
that
Michigan
DN
like
goes
this. Let me go
too.
to bed.
That DN went goes too.
What you got? What's your score, CJ? Quit
Fuck it, I'm gonna
stalling.
Talking about me holding the show up.
Right. I'm gonna go 34-28 Bama. Like I said, I think the difference maker is going to be that quarterback in Bryce Young and the GOAT Nick Saban. I feel like once you get in the 30s, Georgia can't really keep up offensively. So for Georgia to win, they have to get some stops. But I think it won't be enough. 34-28 Georgia. Bama. My bad.
All right, dogs. I'm long range on this one now. Don't make me look crazy. Because I bet with my heart, not with my head on this one. All right?
Your
Y'all
heart's
know I
with
love
Georgia.
y'all. I got to walk around the city with y'all. I know how happy y'all will be.
Yeah, fuck all them people. And they cotton fields.
Right.
This is it. I mean, both teams got cotton fields, so
Man, I was about to say, we got sugar cane, y'all got sugar cane. I was about to say, fuck y'all sugar cane. And I was like, well, shit, we got sugar cane fields too, man.
yeah. It was done. Let me shut up. Let me move forward.
Yeah, all right.
Porter, let's get to some Porter talk, man. We talked Caleb Williams and Mario Williams, that movement. We got some Mario smoke with Florida. Everybody thinking he just follows Caleb along. You think he just doing the world tour and getting some free merch and slapping some cheeks, or you think that we got some actual attraction here?
No, I think, like you said, he just filling out those visits, enjoying the process a little bit. He's also even though he went through the process last year, he's still a young kid as it is. He's
We
not
got good quarterbacks, dog. Don't just sit like he could come to Miami and check out Van Dimes. He could come to Florida and check out. Both of us got good quarterbacks, so this shit could get a little weird on the visit now.
But then you start talking about other stuff that could benefit you too. We talk about just
He's
the
from
quarterbacks.
Georgia, right?
He's from Florida, from Tampa.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
And
That's
see,
right.
that's the thing, right? Yeah, I was about to say, you got that connection. You know, if you come to us, then everybody gonna say it's a free vacation. That's always, you know.
As far as visit or
visit, yeah.
okay.
Yeah. If he visit us, that's gonna be the
No, I don't
story.
think nobody's gonna have that vibe with Mario down there right now. Let's keep it a bean. If anybody's pulling up right now, especially like a name like that, everybody gonna take it serious because everybody been saying Mario's like he's King Dingaling.
I still ain't forgave Jalen Hurts for eating Prime 112 and shit, man. I thought he
Oh,
had
yeah.
Jalen.
oh yeah.
Y'all was up saying some. Y'all was talking.
Wild shit.
Wild night,
you
bro.
know what? This gonna be the same situation.
I was excited. I ain't gonna lie.
It's gonna be the same situation. They gonna take his ass to Spurs and eat good. He gonna
Got
take his
to.
ass to Shooters in Miami and eat good. Then this motherfucker
Got
go
to.
slide with the damn with the QB guru
He might.
over there in USC.
Say Caleb. No, I'm gonna say this. Say Caleb goes to Bama. Do you think Mario Williams is like excited to go jump in that wide receiver room?
I was about to say, and see, yeah, the only thing
That
is
shit's
Caleb
spooky.
ain't locked in, so we can't just
I
say
think
that.
Mario that type of guy, man. He could play anywhere. I actually think. He
I don't give a fuck what type of guy you is. You gonna have some hesitation going to that Bama wide receiver room. That shit filthy.
It is, but shit, Jameson he ain't do shit at Ohio State. He jumped in that shit and took shit day one, just like that.
Shit true too.
Yeah, he did nothing
Yeah.
at Ohio State.
Mario
That's
is
true.
different. I hope he say he want to come to Florida though. Indeed. I got
don't-
have prayers and wishes.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We can use a kid of that caliber for sure.
Oh yeah, hell, he'll be a difference maker for sure.
But that's the thing, you know, it's a free agency thing right now. So you're looking at, we're waiting on.
And he just entered. Hell, it's so many that could throw their head on the table too to say, hey, off
Thing
the
is,
off
like,
there.
even if he's saying that I want to play with Caleb Thing, but I mean, at the end of the day, if he goes on these visits and Caleb NIL deal is gonna be Caleb NIL deal, he may get on one of these visits, hear a deal that he from Florida, and shit just makes sense
Right.
business
Yeah,
wise.
you never know once you get him on campus.
Right,
That's what I was
right.
about
So
to
that's
say.
why
Yeah,
I
they
just
can't
want
be
him on
that
campus.
attached at the hip, or
No.
like I
Just
said,
just the timing of it, what kind of ties things together, and we know that Lincoln has been getting a lot of Oklahoma guys. So just putting tea leaves together. But like you said, like you guys said, shit. Once you get a motherfucker on campus, you start talking that talk. It's whatever.
that's a different game. Yeah, if it was,
Already.
I think if it was a package thing, it would already been a package thing. So I don't think that is really going to reflect because Caleb taking his time, mulling over his decisions, looking at the money, looking at like I said, his father's looking at the QB development. That's going to matter to him as well. So yeah, I think it's solely independent. And and that's what we like we said, it's right back to. The only difference is now the free agency has been exaggerated now because of the NIL deals that are put in place. So now you really, really are making it not just so you could go play automatically pitch because that's what happened from them changing the transfer rules.
A real business decision.
Yeah,
now.
this is really truly an actual business decision. So you gotta see the packages being put together. I don't know, I'll out. I'm not sure what I know. Miami, has some big time boosters, and I know they have, invested in being more hands on with the program. So there could be packages being put together on our side as well. I just haven't
y'all
heard
need to
of
put
a lot.
packages together for coaches. Y'all don't need to be fucking around with Mario.
Heard about that, yeah. That's worrying. That's bothering y'all. That's keeping the average fan up at night. Larry got work in the morning. Cause guess what? When the news hit, the news hit. Yeah, I've been off, bro. It's my first day back tomorrow, and it's the last day of the week.
I ain't know you was all. You still texting me at 4:00 in the morning, like you still got one of them clocks, boy. You still was up.
Nah, shoot, I was sleeping in a little bit, man. I might, but
alarm.
They think I'm working Friday, but probably
Bro,
not.
I got some crazy early morning texts from Larry during this week. I thought this nigga on vacation.
Yeah, but shit, you get to sleep whenever you want to. So I might fall asleep at 3 p.m. Wake back up at 9. Then I'm up. But
Watch.
So we getting to watch. We getting to watch this whole free agency thing play out, and it's just gonna be interesting.
Check out my man Gabriel, Dylan Gabriel.
Dog,
from
that's crazy.
UCF, the UCF transfer, the quarterback.
The same fucking thing.
He jumps in the portal, commits to UCLA, and then the whole Caleb Williams things leaving OU happens, and then Gabriel just decommits.
Oh yeah, that was a quick turnaround.
Yeah, because Libby was his.
There's some OU talk with him.
Yeah, Libby was his coach, at UCF, so it was kind of like a no-brainer. I feel like, hell, as soon as Caleb Williams in the portal, Libby made that phone call, and it was a no-brainer for Gabriel. Shit, that's my guy. He's the one who got me to this point in the first place. Hell yeah, the same day. I literally a couple hours later, and people were saying that and Caleb Williams and his crew were saying we're leaving the window of Oklahoma. We're weighing the options. We're not saying we're leaving Oklahoma completely. Shit, they moved on from your ass just like that, man, without hesitation. And I like it though.
Yeah, that's the thing. The knife cut both ways now, because that's some wild shit to say. I'm going to the transfer portal, but I might come back to y'all. Like, man, fuck you, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
another thing, one of the interesting things in Caleb Williams. Go ahead. You got it. Go ahead.
I'm about the same stuff that you could have told me then, as far as deals and this, that, and other, whatever it could be. You could have been told to me while I'm still committed. I'd have to enter the portal for that. Again, what is what I'm saying? Like, we could have negotiated whatever with me
before I made that announcement, right? But he wanted to test the market. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at now.
It's a risk. You take the risk for it. It like I said, it goes both ways.
You testing the market about a lot of shit. You see what these people talking. Like, what type of money y'all got, man?
Yeah.
I'd be asking for some wild shit if I could play. Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. But Caleb Williams was gonna be interested in his shit. I seen UCLA come up, and I know they could probably they're in LA too. And then if quarterback development matters, you got Chip Kelly there. So I thought that was interesting as well with the UCLA play there. Who told me that?
UCLA,
Somebody told me that they came up in Caleb Williams recruitment.
No,
I
we'll
think
get
I
player.
can see that as well. So let me ask you this: since we're talking about this, this has become such a free agency thing. Does titles start to go kind of more to the background now? You think in general, like the pursuit of a national championship?
No, it's still the
Because let's say
same.
he goes to UCLA, I don't see him
Oh, you
winning.
Oh
talking
yeah,
about?
no, no.
You
I
talking about as
think.
far as the recruiting standpoint?
Oh, do you
From the
think
individual, from the
Hell yeah.
players?
But at the same time, though, let's talk about it. So the schools that's offering whatever are typically the schools that's competing, though, right?
UCLA ain't in the national
No, they
hunt,
not.
so
They not.
that'll be
Right.
that'll be a little
No,
different.
but typically though, like typically the
Right.
teams that we typically see that's having the craze
I mean,
or has
Georgia's
their
the leader in bidding with him. Bama's interested, so like it's the top dogs. And then you got the stranger. USC hasn't. I mean, they're a big dog, but they ain't in no hunt to win nothing right away.
Right.
to your point, like
Or
I think the
UCLA.
money, I think the kids are going to chase the money, but the money and the championships are going to align. Now, it's going to be some
Trying to stay
kids
in
who, it's going to be some kids like you said who go to UCLA just for a crazy deal or whatever it may be. But the majority, I think it'll the mindset will be the money, but it'll all align with the school too because
Same
those
schools, yeah.
because
Kind
you
of
see
like what Harlan was speaking on earlier, where it's
Yeah.
still going to be the same
exactly
big
those
dogs,
schools
and
that are
then
committed and got the
therefore,
money. Those are the schools that's committed to winning and are pretty much in the contention for it every year.
yeah,
No doubt.
that makes sense.
My man T2 ends up at UCF. Terrence Lewis,
Yeah.
linebacker that was at Maryland
So what happened with that,
from
man?
Miami.
My man for the brother. They're like I was thinking Miami.
No, there's a lot of baggage there.
No,
Yeah, I was
we
about
know
to say,
that, but
to be honest, he was brought to campus. You know, ties were kicked on the situation, and it just didn't align with the head coach and all. So
that's crazy. Though. He was the number one linebacker in the country, 5-star. You go from
he went to
Be
Maryland.
real, dog. Talent wise, I don't think
Go
there's
to
a better,
Maryland,
the
get out of
best
high
linebacker
school.
in the portal, talent wise. And it's like interesting. You see the best players at every other position getting interest from Georgia, Bama, like the big dogs, and
Right.
the best linebacker in the portal got no interest from
hell.
even
We
the
just
big
got
three.
a UCF linebacker.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Trading out. Right. So yeah, I mean,
That's crazy.
your
Y'all took a
program
lesser
didn't reach
talented
out.
linebacker just because of the baggage.
Yeah, but
Right.
on the same time, we spoke about this, the farm league, right? We can see this within 2 years. If he does prove to get right or whatever, he could be right back in that
Right
motherfucker.
back out, yeah.
Right.
Ooh,
Can you
Terrence,
transfer twice, penalty free?
But I don't think he
Oh,
got
now
that much
it's
time
whatever.
left, though. I
He
think
was a
Terrence
true
is like
freshman
one more
last
he
year.
had it. He was?
He's
Yeah,
this
he's
is
true
a
freshman.
true freshman this year.
God damn.
Yeah, so
So-
Pritchard redshirted.
He's a true freshman. I thought he was a
Yeah.
freshman.
Yeah,
True.
freshman.
This
Yeah.
is the first year he committed the COVID year. Yeah, he was one of the COVID kids.
Because I think he put it was down to us in Maryland at one point. I believe.
Prior to signing, but remember he was committed to Tennessee.
yeah.
That's what Tennessee went crazy during that spring. They had all those commits were approved and they was cheating like crazy.
They had that pump faking class like y'all had a little bit. Y'all still up a little bit better, but
Yeah, but that joke was like ridiculous. They was getting guys like every week during the pandemic, and it just didn't sustain. But yeah, it's crazy to have that fall from grace, so to speak. But again, with how the game is played today, like we just said, it's a farm league. So in a couple of years, we can see his name right back in the portal. He could be moving on to another school.
it just seems like this kid is gonna
He's
be at
kinda
UCF
done.
until he go to pro.
Yeah.
Like as good as he is, and nobody really like shaking a stick at him. And linebacker is an issue, like big time at all three of our programs and a lot of places around the country.
And we all
especially with
kick
guys
the
that
sideline.
could run and sideline to sideline like he can. Like so, I just think UCF is where he's gonna be at in vibe. And UCF, y'all are consolation prize youth, man. This is who y'all is, man. If y'all listening, that's why y'all not on this show because y'all just get what we don't want.
All right.
Quit picking on them people, man. They won the national title cup last time I checked.
Sometimes you gotta tell people who they are.
More recently than us.
Hey, y'all know Jarvis Browning, right? Like cornerback for us.
Right.
Guess who was committed to before we offered?
UCF.
Right.
And we did that with Boshan, Joseph. We did like we just decide we want some of their people and we just take them.
Yeah.
Coaches too.
They don't go back. But yeah, so as far as the transfer thing, yeah, I believe if I'm reading it right, you only get the one without the penalty.
Okay, you want to get one without penalty.
Without the penalty, yeah. So if you transfer a second time, you're gonna have to wait a year.
I think they get that shit out of here too.
Yeah, that shit probably be going
Hey,
soon too, man.
That shit gonna be gone.
Man,
next
you
year,
got to leave that.
No. For what?
It's gonna be on 4 different teams.
Maybe sit a year for
Like,
what? But it's
4 different teams
no
in 4
coach.
different years.
like
Think
high
about it
school.
is no coach. That's what it's
Motherfucker
gonna
went through
turn
the
to.
whole SEC East, right?
I can bet. I'm willing to bet money they get rid of that rule because there's still no rule for the coaches. Then the coaches ain't got to sit out a year. I think just fair is fair, and I don't see a logical reason for that rule stand put. They got to give me some logic, especially with all this shit about to get unionized. We talking about this shit maybe going to a league. There's no way a transfer rule. That shit ain't got the shot in the world to change. That shit gone.
Hell, you
Might be going
transferring
tomorrow.
twice.
They might hear the show
Grad
tomorrow and be
transfer.
like, "Yeah, get that shit out of here." So right.
You
I
got
can see
Zach
that.
Evans who got some old Missy B's. Let's speak about it. Zach Evans was probably another situation like Lewis, so to speak. One of the most talented, even though he's actually played at TCU, but one of the most talented players, probably the most talented running back in the portal, even more talented than Gibbs. And shit, you see Gibbs, he's at Bama right now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So and he's getting CB's the old Miss with the TCU. I mean,
they saying Zach Evans, you got to put a situation around, babysit a situation around.
Yeah,
Zach
exactly.
Evans.
People ain't really got
with
time for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially not
he
no new
was
regime,
hot,
no new
man.
coach. Like,
Yeah, he ain't got time for that, man.
That dude was scorching hot and just.
Oh yeah, he was.
who's that?
I remember that name. Yeah,
Yeah,
he was.
Zach
Like, he was
guy. Like,
yeah,
he got on.
yeah, and then
Talent wise, he's there. Like I say, he's probably the most talented running. Well, not probably. He
That's
is
the last
most
lie.
talented
That's the
running back.
last lie that Brew got me with too. That's when I was just like done with him, dog.
I remember
I
that.
ain't
You
like
got
you no more.
Yeah, I ain't even believe that one fully, but
But he
it just
told
didn't
you.
pan out, dog. I said, yeah, Brew ain't about shit, man.
Yeah, you ain't gonna keep breaking my heart. I feel you,
I'm
bro.
through with this guy.
Man,
He's a great person. I'm just saying, like recruiting shit. Wise.
Yeah.
Like,
Can y'all imagine this
not
though?
that guy.
Can y'all imagine Georgia having an opportunity to win this thing at the end and then it lose? Can you imagine the videos of people like throwing their TVs,
Oh, I
running
can't
through
wait.
glass
That's
doors?
what I'm waiting on.
That I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know Georgia. Y'all know my
meltdown's
people.
gonna be
But the
epic.
meltdown,
Meltdown
they gonna
about
do
to
it.
be.
especially if it's close. If it's a close,
if they lose
either
now,
way.
you know how you get irrational feelings right when they happen. They're gonna think, like, "Oh shit, it's never gonna fucking happen. We didn't win this year. It's a route." They're gonna go crazy on the timeline and breaking shit.
They've been thinking about it, they crowned themselves. The media crowned them motherfuckers. If they lose this shit, they lost it the first time Bama ran their ass up through there. They came through lollygagging, thinking shit sweet.
but like
Pops.
imagine like a missed field goal, like a chip shot.
No, I don't even want it that close. I want to be able to enjoy my night. I need Bama to run their ass through there like they did the first time.
I don't care nothing about it. I want to see them videos. I want to see the 60-inch get ripped off the wall. I want to see somebody punch a stud and break their hand, shit like that. That just is fantastic entertainment for me.
They're gonna be firing Kirby ass. That's all that's gonna happen. You got a pocket full of money and gonna put out with can't even go get no gas. With a pocket full of money.
I don't know.
Right,
That
man,
just popped in my head.
Let's get into some national talk, dog. What's going on around the country? Urban Meyer, dog. I don't even know if this is really on herbs. Is this shit on herbs?
I mean, the statement he came out and said was, well, first he said it didn't happen. Then he came back and said, well, yeah, we did have that picture of Trayvon Martin, but I didn't find out about it until this week. Like, bro, that's one thing I don't believe, because like Urban, he knows everything that goes on within this program, literally everything. He's that type of guy. So for him not to know about it, I don't believe. Well, just to find out about it this week, I don't believe. Well, how the hell that just doesn't make sense to me. If it actually happened, you definitely knew it happened. But for him to say, "Oh yeah, we had the Trayvon Martin picture, whatever," I just found out about it this week. Nah, man, you being new about that shit.
I mean, the way they saying it, I don't think he was at like he said that it happened because he wasn't at the meeting that it happened in. That's why he said that shit. I guess he got some clarification afterwards. But TMZ was reporting former OSU defensive back Marcus Williamson had accused Meyer and the school of using the insensitive imagery at a team meeting in 2017, but Meyer had denied the claim. We did not and never would show a picture of Trayvon Martin, Meyer said. My gosh, no. That sounds just like him. But Meyer backtracked on those comments on Tuesday, saying after talking it over with ex-Buckeye safety Tyvis Powell, he learned the photos actually used. Meyer insisted, though, it was not done under his orders. I didn't know about it until 1 hour ago, Meyer told the Columbus Dispatch. I wasn't there at the meeting. None of the coaches were present. It was a support staffer who was in error and apologized. Takes. CJ got his shit off a little bit. He just said he ain't buying that shit.
Yeah, if you had a team meetings are typically ran by who? The head coach, right?
Even if the support staff is running the meeting, I think like there's got to be something from leadership from the top that's saying, "Hey, this is what we're going on in the meeting."
Exactly. If
What
it's
y'all
an
think
actual
about
team
like
meeting,
fuck Urban Meyer? I don't know. Like we may get some shit out late. We seen shit about like Dabo doing some sketchy shit in the past, whatever race shit. What y'all think about like even Trayvon being brought up in this shit? Like
why the fuck you
brings up a
saying
lot of shit.
excuse
I
me
think
for
this
that
is when
for the
Dion
frame.
makes a lot of sense, right? Like we seen Dion on I Am Athlete. We'll talk about that later. And Dion saying being able to relate to. And these are the type of moments because you got to address your team and that hoodie shit and relating to a player. I think that shit is crazy out of the box. And
But
for
why
the
couldn't
like,
you
of
just
course,
use a picture for a regular for you could either use a picture for someone on the team, for
no, you
example.
shouldn't even be talking about no fucking hoodies.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't hear about no fucking hoodie.
No, in the build, people
Especially after
that's like
Trayvon died, like about a hoodie, and it was such a big thing. You should be hip to our culture to know that. I think you should leave hoodie shit alone. I think
Yeah,
that's a
why
sensitive
is the
topic.
problem wherever I wear my hoodie? I used
it's
to wear
like a
my hoodie
hat.
inside the building.
It's like
So
hats inside the
I wear my
building.
hat inside the building all the time too. Fuck
But
y'all
you
building.
no, but I
Who
can
made these
understand. Like, I'm
rules?
gonna be real with you. Like, there's certain like my dad ain't finna be really vibing with you wearing a hat inside like his house. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people that have like certain rules and certain like they live a certain
Yeah.
way. I get that, but just to say like a hoodie and to single that out, that's different than saying you can't wear hats
yeah.
and having a whole meeting and pictures.
A hoodie is kind of slanted directly at a certain not at I mean it is
It
directly
has
at
a
a certain
stigma on it
demographic.
definitely since the Trayvon thing. There's a thing about hoodie in our culture, and I don't get it because everybody wear hoodies. White people wear hoodies, Spanish people wear hoodies, everybody wear hoodies. But for some reason,
Yeah, I got one on right now.
you got to
I'm
Shit.
be
wearing
in touch.
got
Yeah,
a
come
hoodie
on,
on
man.
right
Right.
now.
You
Like,
got to be in touch with like the culture of the people you're in charge
yeah.
of, the young men you're in charge of, dog. And I say, and that's why I was saying like
Well,
Dion's point and stance works for him in situations like this.
the key is though, right? Like you said, take the urban thing out of it. Don't what it looks like to me and how it's going to be interpreted to me and I'm sure several of those other young men in that room is you're telling us that he got killed for his hoodie, so y'all don't wear a hoodie. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's what you're bringing up. You're bringing up a young man that was murdered,
It's
right?
crazy to me.
In cold blood. And so you're telling us, see, now, if he ain't had that hoodie on, he'd probably be alive today. So don't wear no hoodies. Unless you might
get
end up
shot
like
in the
Trayvon. Like,
facility. Like what?
bro, I
What do
would have
you
lost
like?
my
I don't
shit.
even get how that like these are educated people in charge. So I'm trying to figure out like how that even correlates and makes sense.
He had no business being brought up in it. Because I understand like CJ brought up briefly. If you want to bring it up as just it's a culture thing, we like to have uncovered heads inside of buildings. Okay, that's different. Then you saying like say your pop saying in his house, don't let no hats in his house. Okay, that's cool. But to introduce it in that manner, I can't find another way to understand it. I know
Right.
it's
Like
for me to interpret.
it's like you said, it's 1,000 different ways you could have presented that to us, to get your point across. But to
Yeah.
zero out this young man that lost his life, for being racially profiled and for wearing a hoodie, like, come on, man. What are you trying to say? Like, what are you trying to say? Is what are you?
That's the
That's literally what you're
interpretation.
saying, right?
I can't even think of another way. So yeah, you could have easily just been like, hey, just as house rules for players, we ask that none of our
No
players
hats,
wear
no
any
hoodies, that type of
hats or
deal.
hoodies inside of buildings. Period.
Right.
That's just
Now you're
something.
just being extra with the shit.
Right, and you're going way over top, and it sounds like you're justifying, and
The
what
killing of that young man.
right, and it's bad enough, as like he was saying, being able to relate to, your demographic. You're trying to recruit these young men. Well, they come from that. You'd be surprised who's in that room. My nephew knew Trayvon Martin. See, I ain't but 2 degrees of separation. He's living down there in that area. So, you talking about now that could have easily been my nephew in that room. Right? Now you say that, he's gonna be triggered. Because that was his homeboy. And he's dead. And you're telling him this is your representation? How tone deaf some people could be to me is miraculous.
That's literally what it is. It's being tone deaf to the situation, man. Well put. You literally hit the nail on the doorknob in regards to that, because that could have been anybody. Like you said, it could have literally been your nephew in that room, whatever. Like, nah, man, I know that dude. Like that. I'm not going for that.
Why is he up here? Why is there a picture of him up there? These guys got to get some sort of just I don't want to say sensitivity training, but just get some awareness
Yeah.
about where you're at and who
Well, see,
you're
that's the
speaking
thing,
to.
though, man. A lot of these coaches, and I forget what the situation was. It was like a year or so ago, to where coaches aren't. They live in their own little box or whatever. A lot of coaches, not most, but they live in their own little box, whatever. What the situation is, what the world is, so to speak, through their eyes and through how they see it. They don't outside of and that's what being a good recruiter is being able to relate to those situations and know exactly what's going on. But a lot of these coaches, man, they're not conscious enough in regards to that, man. They don't really care enough to be conscious enough in regards to that, to be honest with you. So
I just want to like everybody know the importance of and why we need more sighters at head coaches, more Freemans at head coaches, and just more brothers coaching, like not just position coaches, but at the top and administrative around this because of relatability. And I think that's just key. Like I don't think this player brought this shit back up just for shits and giggles. I think it affected him. I think he thought that shit was very foul, and he wanted to get like some progress. Like like you gotta put brothers in these positions. That's just what it is. I think they're deserving of the job, not because it's on some default, because of relatability. I think these cats are talented too. They're not just good recruiters. Like they want to. I think a lot of time we get hired just because we recruiters and they bring us in at skill positions, because we can recruit, or position as coaches because they can recruit and they need kids to get them on campus. But and it kind of slows down as it goes towards the top as far as coordinators and head coaches because racism is what it is, man. It's systemic. But I think more of us need to get these opportunities from that standpoint. Like none of no shit like that should be happening, man. That's just crazy and egregious for somebody to think that that's just okay.
Yeah, get your mind right, man. That was ridiculous.
Urban is taking it, dog. Like that his legacy is taking quite the fucking hit, dog. Like,
well,
Jesus.
everybody outside of y'all thought he was a scumbag already.
No, we thought he was a scumbag. What are you talking about?
It's just next level scumbaggery.
I just think he could have, if he just stops after like the Ohio State kind of fired him, he's okay.
Could have rolled off to the sunset a little bit. Yeah, he's looking wild at the end. He's looking really wild. But what was I saying? Oh yeah,
Jacksonville shit was already crazy. The lady on his lap, the way all this ended, him not getting on the flight, the way he got fired, and now like a player coming out
kicking a kicker. Kicking a kicker is hilarious.
Telling the coaches he had a better staff at Bowling Green.
Calling them all losers.
Boy, wow.
How you kick the kicker? He's probably all you gotta do is fucking kick. Boom, kick the shit out of him. Man, if I was that kick, I'd have kicked this jaw off. That's what I do.
Millionaires. That's what I would like. That's the thing. If he's doing that shit to millionaires,
right?
I couldn't imagine some of the
toxic
toxic shit he's probably done with players, man. Shout out to Urban though. That's my guy. I'll take him back tomorrow, Larry.
I bet you would. He stinks too much now for me. I'll be honest with you.
No. He still get. No matter how much stink he has on him, college kids love him.
Oh, okay. Maybe they don't now after that Trayvon shit.
They don't give a shit. These kids, they were still going to Dabo. Dabo almost said the N-word. He damn near.
Now see you go. All right, man. What's next?
Oh, think about the best schools, dog. Like these kids that drive right by a cotton field and play football. These kids don't care about that racist shit, man. Get the fuck out of here. Line that shit up, man.
That's why Manny marches ain't work, huh?
Nah, Manny ass out of there trying to march.
Yeah,
nobody remembered the march when they had Manny ass just sitting there doing his job while looking for somebody else. They ain't give a fuck about no marches. Y'all call Manny the realest coach in the country. Because
still agree with that.
So the boy, hell yeah, we're talking to Mario. Now take your ass out there and recruit.
You getting paid, ain't you?
Right.
You getting paid? Hey, that's like putting 2 weeks in notice at your job. Shit, you still get paid. You supposed to do the job.
Never finished that shit. You ever finished 2 weeks?
I never gave 2 weeks. I've been at my current job for like 15 years now, so I haven't. I don't think I ever gave 2 weeks. Oh yeah, I did a long time ago once, and I did it.
That's the job you had picking up garage doors. This nigga had a job picking up garage doors.
Like, hold up, bro. What you mean picking up garage? Like
exactly.
You can't lift them like a whole garage door like you got, right? You can't lift them. At the time, at least, they didn't have a tool, so you had to hand lift them and put them on.
You know how big you gotta be of a motherfucker to come to that interview,
right? Number
I
of big
was.
guys.
That was the thing. I was the big guy and a bunch of other little guys. I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm carrying more than my fair amount of weight on this bitch. I ain't getting paid more than him
I
though.
need to get paid double.
Yeah, shit. I'm twice his size. I can lift twice as much as him.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I show up to that orientation, they tell me you gotta lift garage. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to do this shit for 5 days a week.
I probably just didn't pay no attention. At that time, I was just desperate for a gig, and I still quit.
I did
was
that
like,
shit.
yeah.
I did that fresh out of high school. I did piecework of drywall, loading drywall. I did shit for 3 days. That was longest 3 days
Your life, right?
of my fucking life. Because you got paid per piece of drywall you loaded on the truck, dog. That shit was slave work.
It probably give y'all like a dime.
Bro, I got that check, dog. I cussed everybody at that bitch out. Dog. I only worked 3 days, and I was out. I ain't showed that next week. They paid us cash like that Friday. He gave me that shit. I was like, all right, bro, y'all boys have a good one. I'm sore.
Yeah.
I got muscles I ain't know I had hurting.
No doubt.
I got paid like an indentured servant.
Okay, well, hey, speaking of ways to quit, what's up with your boy AB? He ain't give a 2-minute notice.
He went out like a Dade County nigga.
Notice I ain't here, bitch.
He's Dade County personified the way he left. He left with no shirt on in the freezing cold.
In New York.
Bruh. Jumping up and down in them people end
Doing
zone.
jumping jacks.
Hey, you seen that one where they had the meme? It was like it was Nick Saban. He was looking kind of crazy in the face, and it was like when the security realized that's AB on the field, not a fan. Let's get ready to run out there and tackle his ass. That'd been funny too, because they wouldn't call AB ass.
They put that man in New York Jets cheerleading uniform. I done seen
They
all
had
kinds
him
of
everywhere.
things.
Bro, yeah, they had him on the wing.
We was talking on the cup, and I told my cousin, I said, bro, that shit was so wild. I seen that shit on Red Zone. Red Zone on the cover of the touchdown. He said, well, that shit was in the Red Zone.
Right.
Fair enough, man. Yeah, AB
Touché,
up and out on
touché.
them people, man. He took the gear off. He was at the Nets game that night.
They said
He was already there.
The street saying they was playing with AB money, man. What y'all hearing?
That's
Well, no, they say he only needed. They were going to give him the touches. He only needed like 8 catches and like 55 yards and like a touchdown to get the money. And last year, Brady made sure he got his money in regards to the situation. But AB, who came out of? I think Mike, Ian Rappaport. He had came out and said that it was basically AB. He didn't feel comfortable with the injury with his ankle.
His ankle, right?
He didn't feel comfortable going back in, and the Bucks wanted him to go back in, and they told him, "Hey, if you're not going back in, then you're basically done." And that's when
because they're already.
So why
down.
is he mad? I'm confused. Why is he mad?
That's the point.
Because
once he said
they were trying to force him in.
Yeah.
People were making it about the incentives, and I don't think it was about the incentives.
It couldn't have been. That don't even make sense.
It was like he said last year.
He
Brady
went through warm-ups. He played it. He actually played in that game.
He probably aggravated it.
Yeah.
And so
but
when
at
they
the same
came
time,
to
a
him,
trainer, I don't know. I tend to be on the player side when they talk about injuries, things like that. But if a trainer, well, it's also been on the player side because it's your body.
It's my ankle.
Yeah.
AB got to learn how to fucking just be able to respond and communicate like a professional, a grown ass man.
Right. It's been too many situations like this. We gotta stop excusing it. Yeah.
Right. I'm an AB apologist, but at this point, my dog, come on, man.
Bro, I was
like that's a great title to slap at the end of anything.
Especially through
I'm an AB apologist.
Especially through his Big Ben situation in the early
That's
portion
a wild
of
accolade.
Right, AB apologist. But especially through his Big Ben situation, his early, or I guess the early time with the Raiders, he got wild at the end with the early shit with the Raiders. I was like, okay, I'm an AB apologist too. I understand, but then some of that shit, all right, come on, bro.
The farting that the doctor was to
like,
me.
Come on, man. Like, bro, this doctor slap the shit out your ass, man. He want to be wrong. Like, come on, man.
I seen AB throw 315 up about 7 times. He don't want to do that.
Yeah, AB would
I did not think that little joke could throw that kind of weight, though. I ain't gonna hold you, boy.
He's stocky. It was crazy, bro. AB was the same.
AB
was the same
like $185, but I seen him tossing it.
But he's $185, but I ain't.
Damn.
But now you're $185, but he's a solid $185 though. Like he pretty solid. But
we all know them the short, cocky. Like his arms are short. Like it's a shorter lift.
He's not the first. Yeah, I've seen guys do that in the gym before and all too. Yeah, but I didn't picture him like that.
I had a homeboy in high school, like, cause like lifting, like especially when you like from probably where y'all from too, but in the Muck Palm Beach, like that lifting shit is competitive, especially
Yeah.
on the football team. I had a little partner. He was like 5'4", like a running back on the team, and like he's my dog. But we used to compete in the gym. Like, bro, your arms are this big.
Right.
Like your lift is so little, dog. Like
Right.
it's the smallest press ever. So being
Yeah.
small does that with smaller arms definitely helps with his press, but he's still cocky and strong as fuck.
Yeah, because it's just a short range. Yeah, because my tall homeboys couldn't hardly push nothing.
Hell no, it's a
Them
long
long
press.
ass arms. Yeah,
Long pressure.
he looking like Kevin Durant underneath that 135. KD couldn't get that bit one time. Boy, God,
KD couldn't
you
touch that now.
struggling with that shit.
Once.
that was the
You gotta leave
wildest shit
stranded.
I ever seen.
You got to slide them bitches off each end of the
East
goddamn.
side.
Yeah, bro, off the bar, bro. We not helping you get 135 off
Yeah,
your
nah,
chest.
yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
I'm walking off when you hit 135. I ain't even looking at you.
Yeah, we
Right.
gotta go.
You warming up.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, you just warming up. Let's
And if
see.
you can't get it off your chest, go do push-ups in the corner, man.
Yeah,
You got about
how
3
many
more
push-ups
months.
can you give me?
Yeah.
We'll judge it off of that. But yeah, it be wilding, man. Like, nonetheless, yeah, if you felt like your ankle was just too aggravated, just say, Coach, hey, he goes, hey man, you might as well quit. So, well, Coach, I'm not trying to quit. I'm telling you, I'm trying to save my body for this playoff run. I'm telling you, if I go back
I
out
just go
there,
sit down.
yeah, that's it. Say, I'm sorry you feel that way. Right. I'm sorry you feel that way, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm not quitting on this team. I'm telling you that's all I got on this ankle for the day. Go sit down. Don't take your stuff off and go to the next game. I saw that he was
He was
actually
outside
did
in
catch
some
an Uber,
cowboy
too.
boots. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
outside in cowboy boots, ordering
Super
an Uber like a
gremlin.
day kind of nigga.
He got an
Super
Uber,
gremlin.
man.
Super
He got them
gremlin.
same.
Yeah.
What's his name? Got them same boots. Floyd
Now,
Mayweather.
we had a take, Larry, on that. We thought he was done. He wouldn't get another offer. But right now, dog, it's some
I
NFL
know,
teams
right?
interested. That's
Oh,
crazy.
man, that's the crazy thing about league, bro. We just seen, and T.O. said it, man. We just seen, I'm the bad guy. You got murderers, you got rapists, this, that, and that. Like, the league don't care, bro. If you could play, but I don't know, man. It's a slippery slope. If AB, I don't know. We keep saying if AB keep doing the bullshit, he'll be out of chances, but then he keep getting more chances. So I don't know.
I don't think he
I
got
don't
much
even-
I'm be
chance.
real, just
I
all
think
AB be like, think about it, he be wrong, but he be right at the same time. So people give him
Yeah.
a second chance. Like people be like, okay, I feel why he that mad. Even with the Raiders shit, like people like, all right, like I feel him, but his reaction is crazy.
what justified the Raiders thing? He didn't want to be there.
I mean, hindsight 2020, it looked like fucking Gruden win shit. He ain't even there no more.
AB knew what he was doing, man.
He
Oh,
was
he
not-
wanted out.
He's like he never wanted in, and that's why the Raiders, Steelers sent him
wanted
where
in
wide
with the
receivers
Raiders
go
at
to die,
first.
because he was topping all that shit. So they was like, oh, okay, all right, we got something for your ass. Here, go to Death Valley, where all wide receivers' careers dry up. I mean, Randy Moss' career took a dip over there.
I thought he
You know.
wanted it out to
He
to
wanted
the
out.
Raiders.
No, he wanted out.
But not to the Raiders.
Not to the
Yeah.
Raiders.
They
Nobody
traded
ready for
him
the
there.
Raiders.
So
Not
yeah,
at
he
that
exited.
time.
And then the Raiders paid him.
I'm pretty sure people felt them. Like that's why the Patriots even tried to get it. It was
Yeah.
other shit what got the Patriots out of there. They was like, all right, we can't play with this type of shit.
Right.
But at first the Patriots would fuck with him because they was like, all right, we feel that you kind of want out of the Raiders. Come over here and ball with us.
So he
And
went
now
in
like,
there.
some other teams like, okay, I feel that you didn't want to play injured, motherfucker. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't have took my shoulder pads off and threw
But
the
don't
shirt
worry.
in the crowd. But
How much you got left in the tank?
there you go.
That's crazy. Yeah, what it is.
Shout out to AB, man. They kind of out here a little bit.
Uh,
I am athlete, man. We talking about Dade County a little bit. Florida, keep it in some Florida shit. My boys split up. I am athlete is moving forward. It's gonna be Brandon Marshall, Ocho Cinco, and they doing their thing. Fred Taylor and Channing Crowder are pivoting. They got a show called The Pivot.
Gator
Been an
boy is
interesting
gone.
split. And them Gator boys got to stick together.
Nah, man,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
just listening to them boys or like the snippets of what they were saying, man. It just really seemed like Brandon Marshall kind of got Hollywood with the money. To be honest with you, man, it kind of changed from what they intended with the barbershop locker room flow talk with those guys and started going on to different genres.
I think. Finish your take. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad.
They just basically went Hollywood with the shit. Brandon Marshall basically wanted to go Hollywood with and just chase the check. That's my take on it.
That too. I think not just Hollywood. I think there's a more like the two that paired. I'm not even mad at the split. Sometimes it just be good splits. Like the fans be caught up in, the dynamics, the how it originated and all that shit. But I think the dynamics of the split makes sense. Two flashy guys stayed together. the two more humble, chill, the guy stayed together, and I think it just makes more sense, like energy wise and chemistry wise, because Fred got cut off a lot. He didn't really get his shit off, because Brandon Marshall and the boys was doing their thing. So I think it's just a good split. Like all breakups ain't bad, but the business did get in the way, and that's fine. Like business is business, dog. All time, like it gets weird when there's brothers and shit like that, but people break up all the time, dog. This is normal business shit, and they ain't throwing no crazy shots at each other. They marketing it and they doing their thing. It's competition. I'm pretty sure they'd be competing for that top spot, but I think it's a good split. And shout out to Channing and Fred, man. They
Yeah, I
jumped out and
think
they
bringing on
joined.
Ryan Clark would be pretty cool too.
That's a good addition. I think he fits that chill
Cool.
mode too.
Ryan Clark.
Ryan Clark.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't. That's the funny thing. I've never watched I'm an Athlete. I've always just seen the snippets. I've never sat down and watched the YouTube.
I think I did one full episode, and it's because I don't have a lot of time to consume a lot of content. But the clips,
Right.
and yeah, I don't have a lot of time. But
But the
their
clips are dope.
shows, yeah, the clips are fire. Their shows are not like people can call them what they want, but I'm in podcasts. Like a lot of this shit be fire, but when you cut the video off, it don't be that gas. The conversation don't be that fire. It's a lot of the visuals, the
Do
fire
they?
ass outfits and shit. But I think most of the people consume their content in a visual purpose,
Right.
and
Aspect.
they're more like shows.
Right. I'm assuming they have podcasts as well. I'm assuming
They
I
put
never-
the audio on a podcast platform. Those are really like YouTube shows, man. Like
Right. It was built
Them
more
shit
for the
slap.
visual,
correct.
visual audience altogether. So
And
yeah,
shit,
best
I'm,
of luck
getting
to
into
all
that.
the
I'm
guys,
trying to get
man.
into that market too. Shit.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why I got
yeah,
this
for sure.
studio. I want to jump into that shit. It's a different
For
bag.
sure. I already got one in the stash. More to come.
Oh, I forgot you was there with me, bro. Oh.
Yeah, on the couch.
That was before, like I knew you was even gonna be on the RollUp too. I was like, you know,
Ambush me, CJ.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, now you gonna do this. I was like,
I
bro,
was
I thought I
scheming.
was just eye candy today.
I got left. I got
Boy,
left
put me
at
to
the
work.
altar. I got left at the altar on the Tracy Howard like vibe. I said, bro, I do this shit by myself. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, like I'm a cold-blooded killer with just sitting down shooting the shit. He bringing his friends. I got a couple of mine.
Yep.
Hey, we just vibe. I hit Larry Young and say, hey man, we kicking some vibes. We got some women coming through. We got Tracy, his boys coming through. A lot of flour in the building. It's gonna be funky. A lot of food. We roasted a pig out front with some Cubans.
Bruh.
Big pig, like cuisine, everything.
Yeah, he don't
on
eat
point.
swine, but I did, and it was.
I don't eat none of that shit, but every vibe we kick when we do this shit at the Kush, it's gonna be like that. We kicking some vibes.
And the women were.
The women. Listen, I'm married, but you know.
Yeah, I'm saying it for you. Yeah,
I feel you. But yeah, we kicked it, man. Larry Young got on the couch and did his thing, dog. Me and him kind of just like you know, give and go the whole shit, man. We got some more vibes set up, but business is business, dog. Like that shit just happens, dog. And it don't be all bad shit. I know the fans be falling. Like there's some fans that not excited about that change, but I think it's dope. I seen I Am Athlete's new shit. Some of the shit they put out, they just did one. Thought it was all right. It's okay. Seen the clips, not the whole thing. Seen some clips. I seen Fred them new shit. I think it's dope shit.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out the last episode and then the first episodes of these new ones.
And now if you go back, I'm gonna do some like my brothers hit me up. My brother said, "Nah, you go back and look at that shit. You can see some like the tension.
Some of that tension,
yeah. You can pick up on some vibes. So like, yeah, it's the business and that shit.
When you know it, you can kind of look back.
Yeah,
when
you could go back and look back at it.
Yeah,
them niggas had some tension right there. Yeah. Especially with the visuals. Like sometimes you can't pick that shit up on just audio, but when you go back, you can pick up some visuals. They shit's a lot of production too, so it's just different.
No doubt. Let's see. We about to get up out of here. Do we got any life coach questions?
Yeah, I think we got no life coach. We ain't doing no life coach. I ain't even do this Giants O-line shit. Fuck that topic. What y'all boys want to do? We do. Let's just tell the people what we got cooking. We finna wind down the show, but we got a new segment that's coming up, man. Do an ad read for the great folks at Spencer Jerky. But we changing this late topic. We got a couple different ideas, but it's gonna be called high takes, not hot takes, but high takes. We're gonna do like a voicemail thing. You call in and leave a voicemail, or we're gonna do call-ins. We'll mix up the vibes. But it's more of you could call in, leave your hottest take on recruiting, coaches, some shit that we said. You could shit on us. Just get your shit off. We'll play it on here, and then we'll respond to it. or we'll do the call-in segment. But we're gonna switch this up, man. We want some more fan involvement. Kick it with us.
Yeah, y'all asked for it, so yeah, that was one of our creative ways to do it. And we may do some straight call-in shows as well, but this is just another way for y'all to get directly involved.
Oh yeah.
I know some people get afraid of the bright lights and that live moment, so this gives you an
The
opportunity to be
voicemail
that
option,
voicemail.
yeah.
So
Yeah, you
I
can
know
go
how-
anonymous too.
Yeah,
You
You
talk
can
shit
do that
about
also.
me. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
like-
want to come shit on Silk real quick? Like anonymous when they tell me I ain't shit. I'm a clown. I'm a troll. I'm washed. I've been getting that one a lot lately, man. Fuck y'all. I ain't washed.
Leave your
I get my
address.
shit off when I want to get my shit off. They're like, oh, you watched it. Nah, bro. I can go get motherfucking 500 retweets when I want to. I ain't got time to be doing the videos all day like Loso now. Let them boys do that shit now. That's they, you know what I'm saying? I graduated a little bit.
Let the young boys in.
Yeah,
Anyways,
bro.
so yeah, high takes is coming
Now
soon.
you gotta be invested with that type of level of trolling. You know, you gotta put that time in.
Take time, bro.
And I respect it, man, because I did that shit for a long time, but I had a goal for that shit. I wasn't just trolling the troll. I was like, bro, I'm trying to
You got hot
create
in the
this
streets.
demographic more than anything. You know what I'm saying? And we got a demographic, the big three. I don't think there's a better college football social media demographic in the country.
Nah, not at all.
No doubt. We're gonna so we'll have that number out to you guys before the next show hits, so you have an opportunity to drop those off, drop those voicemails off to us. Voicemails
Yeah, y'all
off to
cuss
us.
TJ and Larry and that. Not just me. Y'all talk shit about them boys too.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Right,
I
definitely.
don't give a damn. Because one, we ain't got to play it, so you know, we'll see how you make the cut or not. But I can take some slander, trust me.
No, I get to cuss back longer. They get a minute.
or so, yeah, something like that.
I get my shit off.
All right, well,
I
high
cuss them out 3
takes.
weeks in a row.
Hot Takes will be brought to you by the good folks over at Spencer'sJerkyandJerky.com. The only made-to-order jerky that starts with a trip to the butcher to source tender steak specifically for your batch. Marinated 24 hours in freshly crafted marinades using only locally sourced produce and all natural ingredients with no added sugars. 5 staple flavors are original, Old Bay, habanero bourbon, mandarin jalapeno, and lemon pepper.
Oh,
My about. Get you,
Man, boy, that boy's ready today.
yeah,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Exclusive promo. Come on, chill. Exclusive promo code.
I got
Big
some nerves
Meats.
out of my ad reads lately. Though. I gotta get my Bennett Auto ad read. I'm just gonna be honest. I gotta get that shit to ad read together. I do not be prepared every week, man. Shout out to Bennett Auto, man.
Yeah, so just
Anywho.
talk while I'm doing mine. That's cool.
Man, cushions big. That's high takes, right?
That's between you and Spencer. Exclusive promo code Big Meat for 10% off your order at Spencer'sJerkyandJerky.com. You got worldwide shipping from Guam to
Guam.
Yeah, Guam. Guam's a place. To Belize.
I got scammed by somebody from Guam. I was
Yeah.
like working at a call center.
I can imagine. Guam to
Got me.
Belize. Shout out to Jay Prince and Kanye hanging out in Belize. Jay Prince got an island out there, actually. So, yeah, that's going to be the new segment, yeah. Y'all can ask a life code question on there.
It's a perfect segment for somebody with beef jerky. High takes, like that shit's perfect. You got the munchies,
No
doing
doubt.
the high takes. You eat you some beef jerky. Give me a quick, just random take. Give me a take, man, from your coach, man. What you got for signing day, Larry? Give me a take.
A hot take? Oh,
High
for signing?
take.
A high take. Yeah, high
Yeah,
take.
you can lie a little bit doing high takes.
A high take. We finished top 20. Yeah. I don't even think I got to be that high for that. But I'll take 20.
20.
It's a little high.
hot take.
Like 20. That's jumping up 28
That's
spots.
a jump. That's a jump. That's a
Hot
jump.
take will say you had the best class out of the big three. That's high.
That's me. That's my high takes.
That's really
TJ think he me. TJ think he me, bro.
He trying to jump in. Should have started then.
Hey, that's how you do it though. Yeah, that's how you
He
got to do
good.
it.
Hey, he good for taking your take. I can tell you one thing CJ will do is slide in.
Oh,
He's like,
CJ.
damn. That's why he tried to say what he learned first. So nobody take his. I done caught that shit. Yeah, I done caught that.
Oh, so that's your hot take? Best in the big three? Okay, let me see. I got a hot take. My hot take is Billy Napier get multiple 5 stars.
This one? This cycle?
This class off the dribble.
How many
Fresh in
y'all
the
got
gym,
now?
No
One?
warm up. We got
Got
one.
one.
We got one. I think we get one more 5-star, man. We won't even come in the gym and scratch. We just get straight to dunking on niggas and shit.
I like
Boy,
that.
I like it. As soon as I see that guy, I be like, man, I'm gonna get on out of here.
I like
See
that.
that young bull coming in, just boom, boom, boom.
Right.
He just look at me like this real quick. OG. And I toss it to him. It's
Right.
boom.
Right. All right. Yeah. Let me get that boy the ball every damn
Shit, let me get
time.
on up out of here. You know what I'm
Nigga that
saying?
walk, I'm sorry, I keep saying that. I'm letting it fly. I'm tipsy today, man. But the guy that walk in the gym, everybody say, "Yo, I got him. They start fighting for him. Like, yeah, he different.
Right. You already know.
I'm too over that anyways. I was going to get up out of here. Let y'all boys do y'all thing. Or trash talk from the sideline.
What you learn today, bro?
I learned.
Let's eat your shit first, cause CJ.
Yeah, CJ, I put it in the chat too, so I wouldn't forget. What did I learn? Oh, I learned that Floyd Mayweather, AB, and Mary J. Blige all go to the same boutique.
Oh, I like that shit.
Yeah, them boys, they getting it in. Mary put them into the plug.
Nah, I learned that Saban has only been the underdog. What's that? 3 times in the last 12. 3 times the last 12 years. What's the last 12 years? 3 times over the last 3 seasons, and each time it's been 10+ point wins.
Saban don't be losing, dog.
That's crazy. 3 times in 13 years.
You gotta be a maniac to be as good. Like, you don't understand that anybody that's that good in their profession at anything is an absolute maniac and don't give a fuck about
Bro,
like
but, like,
getting pussy
even-
and shit like that.
For real.
Like,
But even
he don't give a fuck about like sex, vacation, like the shit you like to do. He don't give a fuck about none of that. Weed, liquor.
right. But no,
You
just
ain't
think
got
about
no
that.
vices,
Like
huh?
FSU
winning
got-
is the vice, Larry. Yeah.
We had that run with the same run as Bama. I think retired with 14 straight 10-win seasons. I think retired, or they may be like a couple behind us. But even doing that run, like I don't. And I guess maybe because we were playing you guys too on a damn annual basis when you guys were good, but doing that damn timeout 3 times underdogs, like that shit is crazy. You feel me? That's ridiculous. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
He tell them to do that because them boys be getting too full of themselves. He call the Associated Press, hey, underdogs this week. Huh?
Yeah, just cause.
It's crazy that they made him the underdog like that, and then he already got them boys believing they the underdog, and we be like, "How you get them to believe underdog?" And then the media make him the underdogs. Like, bro, this shit's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got their laws earlier, so we're gonna see who come back out more charged up, man. Let's go dogs, y'all.
Really like cared about his job and shit. We should have beat them people this year, but nothing. Whatever. Fuck him.
Moving on.
Moving on. I learned that AB is uncancelable.
Yeah. Real.
Right.
That's real.
That is
uncancelable.
that boy. That is the
That boy undressed on the sideline, throw this shit in the stands, and still got
And
opportunity.
still got motherfuckers.
He not
calling.
even cut from the team.
Right.
No, he cut.
No.
They announced that shit.
Nah, not officially. No, they said it, but they ain't been no
he's
wire
still-
transactions. Yeah, he's still on the team.
Oh
He's
yeah,
still
AB
on the
flexing on
team,
the
bro.
boys. AB
Yep.
right. That's why other programs like maybe AB.
He's on to something.
Yeah, he's still on the team. They talking shit, but they ain't cut him.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that's probably do with Tom Brady. Tom Brady don't care about none of that. Tom Brady like, I know he got naked, but
Right. Bruce, I need this shit.
I'm trying to get ring
But yeah,
number 9.
They got good. They got Godwin out, and Mike already hurt.
Right.
Grant hurt too, and Brady probably win that shit. Listen, bro, let's hold the horses a little bit. Let this shit die down.
No doubt.
hey man, this has been quite the vibes, man. Appreciate hanging out with y'all boys, man. We got some shindigs hang up. We got lined up. We got some vibes lined up for March at the Kush House. Just want to let the people know what we got cooking, man. We're gonna do some Lakeland vibes. Shoot some content out in Lakeland. And then we're gonna vibe with some Lakeland guys over at Orlando at the Kush House. Twofold thing. We should be announcing something in the next couple of weeks, ticket wise, content wise. And we're gonna try to move it down and do something with the Miami Norfolk Western boys. We're gonna try to do something with some St. Thomas Aquinas guys. Some Florida legendary programs around the country. The RollUp crew gonna shoot some content. We're gonna get busy with the visuals at the Kush House and also at some of these high school programs, man. Just want to get some buzz cooking.
Yeah, ain't gonna be these MacBook cameras either. I seen that footage from the Tracy show. Shit is fire. Know that.
I bought better cameras since then, Larry. We got the same camera that LeBron used on the shop. I got some fire shit. Let me stop flexing. Let me get up out of here.
Let's go.
I shouldn't be doing shit like that. I said I was gonna be more humbler in 2022.
No need.
We out of here.
No respect.
No, give me one song. Don't cut it off just yet, Harlan. I want to do. We gotta get back to the exit shit. With a song, Florida artist, underground artist. We're not gonna do no mainstream shit. Give me, know these young boys. Just had them at the Kush House. They from Dade, Miami fans. make some fire music. The group is called 99%.
I like them guys.
Yeah, man, dog, they had it's quite the vibes over here at the Kush Shots. I'm trying to find which song I want to play out of that. Give me just a second, Harlan. Sorry, Kush is big. I couldn't even find a damn app.
Does your mama know?
Dog, what the hell?
This is not the one.
You found it? It's a different one, right?
It's a different one.
I'm like, what the hell? I thought it was just me.
Yeah. Huh? Wait a minute. I was like, nah, Jake. Should probably edit this.
Yeah, edit this shit out. My bad, bro. This is bad, but I do want to get this song at the end of it. Holy shit.
Yeah, he ain't had to do no editing lately. What the hell are they? Because I did find them before.
Hold on. Oh no, I got them boys in text. Oh my God, Trading is returning. Fuck my life.
That's crazy.
Holy shit, dog. Get this nigga out of my life, dog.
Long as Emery's gone, right?
Shit, Emery probably
Emery's still there. We ain't
know.
talk about that, did we?
Nah, we didn't. Yeah.
Oh,
Emery's
I
still
dropped
there.
the ball on that shit. I got this shit on my list.
I think Emery probably leave after graduation.
Yeah, he leaving out
Probably,
the spring ball.
Damn, where the hell?
Okay, I found it.
You got it? Okay.
Give me 3, 2, 1. Harlan, let me get 99%. Let me get this song Heaven Please. Dope cats out of date. Dope shit.
We out.
We out.